guys, as you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. Hakeem, what's going on, Hakeem? What is going? What is
Living the
going?
dream. Living the dream. You already know.
Yeah, right now Jordan's gonna be a little bit late. He's gonna be like 5 minutes late, so he'll time right in. But you already know he already prepared us for the trending topic. And guys, you already know today's Wednesday, so you already know it's Panel Wednesday, where we give you guys the opportunity to come and join the conversation with us. So normally we'll drop the link in the chat on all the channel, and also it's gonna be pinned on pretty much on top of the channel, so you guys can come over, join in the conversation with us as we get started of these wonderful, wonderful, wonderful topics. But guys, make sure you walk in, hit that like button. Like always, thank you, No Chase, for being the first person in the building. Really
No
appreciate you, big
chasing.
dog. Shout out to you guys watching us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and also Kick. Thank you guys for so much, and make sure you guys also was following us there as well, because you know. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to. I don't know why my thing is acting up. So so it's like we got a lot of things to talk about today. So it's gonna be a really 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 fun show, and you know what I'm saying. And then pretty soon we'll be on Tik. We will be going live on TikTok and also Rumble. Can't wait, and Twitter. I just can't wait for that day to start. So by that being said, let's see Hakeem. Let's see what's going on in the sports world. So you already know first topic of the show. So Angel Reed, people know her. You know what I'm saying. She doing her thing over there in Chicago Sky on the WNBA. Right now is her by Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. That's the one people love to talk about the most when it comes to the WNBA. They say is Angel Reed is pretty much deserve credit for the popularity in the WNBA. Let's play that clip and we'll dive right in. Go right ahead, Ken.
Hold on 1 minute.
I do believe Angel Reed do deserve credit for the WNBA popularity. Her and also Caitlin Clark. They both are to me amazing players. Let's go right ahead.
From the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And understanding, like, yeah, negative things have probably been said about me, but honestly, I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like, just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on and be that for my teammates. And if I want to be that, and I know I'll go down in history, I'll look back in 20 years and be like, yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me, too. And I started from the national championship game, and I've been dealing with this for 2 years now. And
Yes, Hakeem, don't forget to drop the link in the chat. So like I said, it's picking up stream it like it. Shout out to Link for also being in the building. We really do greatly appreciate it. So Angel Reed, so Hakeem, pretty much normally in the game she normally average about, I think if I'm correct, I think 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and probably like 10 points a game. But just get me wrong, I could be off when it comes to her number when it comes to the overall the WNBA. But when she was in college, she normally averaged about 20 points a game, I think 10 assists and I think 15 rebounds. But now when she's in the WNBA, of course, there's women that's much taller than her that have more experience. They average about more rebounds than her. However, when it comes to the aspect of her coming into the game itself, recently she just played. They say recently she received two technical fouls. Um, that never happened before when it comes to a rookie, but she becoming very, very aggressive when it comes to this. So Hakeem, and your take, do you agree that she making a very impactful when it comes to the WNBA?
Oh yes, yes. I think she has a lot of star power. I think it's very disingenuous for people to think that Caitlin Clark was the only one. We also not forget all the other stars who got drafted into the WNBA. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And I don't think a lot of people understand. Like all these ladies put their hard work in. Some of them are real dogs, but the problem in the spotlight is on Caitlin Clark. and it's overshadowing everybody else who are putting themselves in it. What about the WNBA players who have been in there before, who's tried to bring awareness to the WNBA? So then, you know what I mean? That's my thing about this. I think Angel Reese is a good force, and I think she and Caitlin Clark, we're not going to forget her, has all of us made us wanting to be interested in women's basketball.
Yeah, it is, and what she said is absolutely is a fact. They are selling out arenas. The celebrities are going there because of them too. And I think the other women are in the WNBA. They're getting upset because they never receive the same popularity that these two are receiving. But the thing with these two lovely women, they both, especially Angel Reed, they both know how to use the media. And I always tell people the media, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook it pretty much is there to be used as a business. You gotta know how to utilize it for your benefit. And them two are utilizing it for their benefit, and that's why they're trending right now. That's why people want to go see them, pretty much want to go see them play, especially when it came to the aspect of the college basketball. People love to see them two play. And I'm not gonna lie, Hakeem. When they come to Miami or whenever they do come, I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna go with one of the games. I'm not gonna hold you because I do want to see one of them play. I know Jordan is probably gonna see him because I think they have a game over there in Cali. So I think he would love to go see him. Probably go see him play as well. But now that shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan, also the Sherry Bryan that's also in the building. Shout out to your son as well. We
Shout out,
love that reward. Yeah, that was nice. That
shout
was
outs
nice.
to Wiz Kid. Boy, he was looking sharp in the
Sharp,
suit.
sharp. Look like he
Sharp.
was going to the prom. Like he was
He
going to the
going to the
prom. I'm
prom.
like, bro, that dude was looking sharp. I
Hey,
was like,
hey,
man, where's my suit at? You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
hey, Bobby. I'm not Sherry. I'm not gonna lie. Seeing Wiz and you right there, wish I was his daddy. I wish I was his daddy. As you know what I mean? Because he was just a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? So I want to give you a lot of credit, man. And this is what the type of mothers we need. Shout out to Genesis After Dark.
Yeah, shout out to Genesis. Like, great to see you. We didn't see you in a very long time. I hope all is well with you. It was great to see you. So, my bad about that. Yeah, so it's great to see you. So, because we didn't see Genesis in a long time. But shout out to the
Oh,
Wiz kid. He doing his thing, man. Real cool. Oh, she said I need one of those hats.
I
Well,
got
you
you.
already know the hat is in
Hey,
the
it's in the description. I'm gonna look out for
Yeah,
you.
it's in the. You say you gonna look out for her?
I'm gonna look out for. Hey, listen, I gotta listen. I gotta get Wiz a hat though too. You feel me?
How you
I
not
got
get Wiz a hat? You
my
didn't get
bad.
Wiz a hat.
I gotta get him one as sharp as he look. I gotta get him one. But tell him we love him. Tell him these are grown men. Telling him we are proud of him. He is a breath of fresh air. As a young black man growing up, I only see nothing but endless possibilities. You know what I mean? And
Very, very, very good. Very good.
you
No,
know,
but I ain't gonna lie. These kids, Hakeem, these kids are becoming more and more smarter every day. Like my niece and nephew, they hand like principal. I think is it Principal Arnold? I mean,
yeah,
honorary
yeah.
honorary
I know.
award and stuff like that. These kids are smart,
They are, but
super
listen here.
smart.
We got to give the credit to your sister and Sherry. The mothers are the reason that these kids are who they are. So this feeds into
Hakeem, focus, man.
my bad.
Focus.
I'm trying to, hey, that Detroit flirting to get somebody thrown off. You feel me?
Yes,
That
it
Michigan
totally
flirting.
is.
Now I'm ready to be a simp. but principles on the road, but to stay focused. But yes, man. Shout outs to Sophia Grace.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
Lovely
outs to
Sapphire Grace. She be leaving a beautiful comment in the
always,
at the call always.
always.
I'll
Listen,
be smiling. I'll be like, oh, we got at least got one fan.
yeah, he's. Oh, you see, I studied with him daily. No, definitely. Shout outs to the mother. You doing your thing, Sophia. Me and Ronnie gonna go to Ybor City and take you out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go see the Queen of Tampa because you know what I mean. You always show us love,
Hey,
but
let me know, Hakeem. I heard they Hard Rock Casino is really good, so I won't mind taking the
it
trip
is, it is,
to town.
it is. So
We love you too, Sherry Bond, but we see you doing good job, great work with your son. And I told people I think the most important job in this world is being a parent, or
No,
if it's, especially for women right now that don't have any kids. As you can see, it's not too late. 'Cause I think what recently someone just had a kid right now. I think the one from Boys Meet World. I think she like 40, what 54. She
oh,
just
52,
had a
you
baby.
50,
talking about
54. I'm sorry,
Topanga?
54.
Not Topanga,
Topanga?
the black one, the
The
black one.
black one. The black one.
Oh, the one that the trailer park boy was
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. She just had another. Yeah, so it's never too late. You know how women be like, oh, I can't have
Whoa.
no kids. I hit the wall. That's all cap.
Wrong. That's
But
all
now,
okay.
but now you that. But Jordan's back. So Jordan, what's your take on Angel Reed? Is she bringing a lot of hype to the WNBA?
Yes, yes. And not just that, her whole draft class is bringing a lot of hype to the WNBA, which is really, really good in it and everything because for me, I started watching the WNBA once the Detroit Shocks left, when the owner she sold her team to the Oklahoma Shocks, and now they're the Dallas Wings. So that's when I kind of stopped watching WNBA because back when the Detroit Shocks was there, we won like 3 championships in about a 6 year range in the early 2000s and everything. So, but like I said, but before then, I still know like players they still play and everything, looking in and out and everything. But now, seeing the hype, it's just really what Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark did to college basketball. That really, really sparked because people are saying, this is how Bird and Magic back in the early '80s, how they started in the college, battling championships, and then going back to the NBA because back, in the early '80s and everything, the NBA was really not popular like that. It was a tape delay and everything. And then once Magic and Bird came to the NBA, they took Magic. The NBA got numbers again. And then Michael Jordan came, took it to another level. Now seeing what Angela Reese is doing and Caitlin Clark is doing, they sparked back in college, because they battled it 2 years ago. They battled to the championship. LSU won. And then they played again. They played again a few months back. It was in the semifinals. Yeah, they played in the semifinals. And Clayton Clark beat LSU with Iowa and everything. So those two right there, they started a chain reaction to the college, and now it's going to the pros right now. And now we see it's like, hey, it's looking at similarities of what Magic and Bird did to the NBA. Hopefully, we'll see what Andrew Reese and Clayton Clark will do for the WNBA. Hopefully they can battle each other for the next 10 to 15 years because this, like I said, the WNBA is getting the popularity and it's getting so much popularity that, hopefully the next year or two, we might have expansion teams. Hopefully hopefully they bring Detroit Shocks back. They bring Detroit Shocks back. I'm getting a jersey and everything. I would love the WNBA to bring the Detroit Shocks. Genesis know what I'm talking about, when we have Detroit Shocks. Shout out to Detroit out here and everything. Hopefully they get a special team, in Miami, San Francisco and everything. So, like I said, Andrew Reese, what she said was it's 1,000% right. All they got to do is battle, which, Caitlin Clark and Andrew Reese, they do have that battle energy against each other and everything. And those two right there, if we can see them in the WNBA finals, which is not likely because they both play on the Eastern Conference and everything, unless one of them later on in the year moved to Western Conference and everything. So we might see them play in the WNBA Eastern Conference finals and everything, which is still will bring numbers. I think they could take this to another level. But yeah, Angela's 100% right. She the one, like I said, she tried to change reaction. When they battled it 2 years, like I said, once they battled 2 years ago with for the national championship and everything, she did that. You can't see me, because Kevin Carr was doing that earlier in the tournament and everything, and she did it back to that. You can't see me, and I won the championship thing, and said she getting that ring and everything. That right there started a chain reaction. And it kind of put, Andrew Reese as the villain, where she says, hey, I'll take the villain, as long as, we'll get the money, we're marketing the WNBA, that's fine, So they put, Andrew Reese as a villain, and it put Caitlin Carr as, as the good woman, the savior and everything, which will be wonders for the WNBA. So, yeah, like I said, the LA Sparks they play here, Caitlin Carr, she already played at the Sparks, so I was able to see her, but if the Chicago Sky comes in town, if they come in town, play the LA Sparks, I would definitely go get my ticket. Me and my wife, and my daughter, we're gonna see a WNBA game for sure.
Nice. I can't wait for that. Not only that, but before we leave the sports world, I think tomorrow Mavs and Boston first game is tomorrow night. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 8:30 Eastern time tomorrow night, Thursday. So who you guys got favorite winning the whole series? Balls against the Mavs. Go ahead, Akeem. You go first.
Beantown.
That's it. You
Oh,
ain't gonna say why. You ain't gonna say why you think they're gonna win. You just gonna say beat time.
Because I'm from
how many games
Boston.
I can? How many games?
That's what I'm trying to tell them. Nothing else.
3. Well, no,
Three? No, they need four.
best of
No,
7. In the best of
no,
7, how many games? How many games? What? In 4,
he said
6 games, 5 games, 6, 7 games? How many games?
I say about 5 games.
Oh, they're gonna beat him like that. A gentleman's
About
sweep.
5 games
So you say you're going for a sweep,
A gentleman's sweep. Okay.
sweep.
gentleman treat,
Okay.
5 points.
It ain't
Me,
gonna be no
Um,
blowout, but it's gonna be by 5 points. It's gonna be by 5 points.
me.
no, let's go ahead, Jordan.
I thought about this a long. I thought about this a lot. I really did, and I like Dallas in 6 games. Why?
Me too.
Because Kyrie Irving, he is a bad mother. You know what? He is a bad boy. When he, like I said, he's ready for this. You know, he's the most ready. You know, he has the most experience in the NBA Finals. I mean, the Boston does too, but yeah, I think Luka's gonna do what he do. But I think Kyrie Irving, you know, when it's going to the crunch time, when it comes to the fourth quarter, to me, he's that man. He's that guy. He's that closer. And I feel like the Dallas role players, they're gonna show up. I feel like PJ Washington, a center, he's been playing fantastic this year. The rookie Lively, he's been playing incredible and everything. And I feel like Kyrie Irving, you know, he's the leader of the team, and he's gonna make sure the Dallas Mavericks gonna show up for the Boston Celtics. So I got Dallas Mavericks at 6 games. What you got, Ronnie?
I agree with you, Jordan. I got Mav at 6, and this is the reason why. Because the number one player you just mentioned, Kyrie Irving, I think he's gonna own Boston. And my only problem is Jason Tatum. I think he's inconsistent when it comes to the finals. I ain't gonna talk about the player, but in the final, he normally averages about 24 points a game, 5 assists, and his rebound numbers it just goes down to like I think 8 or 7. He normally don't average well like he normally averaged in his playoff series. But Jaylen Brown, I think he's gonna step out really more because I think he really wants it. But at the same time, I don't think it's gonna be enough because mind you, the Mav came from a tough West. Mind you, they beat the number one seed OKC, which was a young team. They beat them, and not only that, they just beat the Timberwolves, which is also another tough team who have nothing but big players, which is also a young team as well. Beat them, and the way they beat them was pretty much doing what Luka and Kyrie does. And Kyrie right now is playing great basketball. He played great basketball. He's comfortable. I think he found himself, and I think what made him so great, he kept himself out of the media, and he just focused on the game and have that chemistry with all the other players. I see Mav in 6. If Mav don't win 6, Boston's gonna take it home in 7. But that being said, let's talk about the money. Go ahead, Jordan. What's going on with the Nasdaq?
All right, so we're gonna talk. This is interesting. So everybody know about your New York Stock Exchange in Manhattan. Now Texas is coming with their own stock exchange, and they're gonna compete with New York Stock Exchange. This is, and I saw this.
What?
Like, oh wow, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. So Texas is going. I gotta find the information what city it's gonna be at. But Texas is going to have their own stock exchange, and they're going to try to compete with New York. That's crazy. But we do have a clip for you guys, and after that, we're going to chop it up.
Go ahead, Texas. Okay, I like that. Wow, that's what's up. And Jenna says, yes, I can bench closer to something. I can bench on a good day. I can bench closer to something, but I normally I was about 150 and above normally, and benching because she was actually I can lift. Go ahead,
This is a bit of a long shot in the Lone Star State. How hard is it to actually build and launch an entirely new exchange?
That's right, Katie. Well, they first have to get approval from regulators, so they will file with the SEC. Once that gets done, they have to actually then gain momentum. They actually have to see the trading start to happen. And whenever you have a new exchange, really what needs to happen first is that the volumes increase, and that incentivizes investors and market makers to route to that exchange. Really, if there's increased liquidity, that means that there's going to be better pricing more often. And that's why NYSE and NASDAQ, in growing their own liquidity, have been able to keep such dominance and keep their volumes so high over time.
Yeah, it's a good point, of course, that at the end of the day, it's all about liquidity. And also, too, on the timeline here, I mean, there's a lot of steps still. But it's interesting to see this because you know very well that there's a bit of an IPO drought right now. IPO volumes have been very, very muted. When it comes to the Texas Stock Exchange, I mean, what is the potential vision here for the business in terms of what they're targeting?
So it does seem like they're targeting corporations that would go to NYSE and NASDAQ, but might be frustrated with some of the new rules and regulations, the compliance that is put in place. Think about NASDAQ's board diversity program that they have put in that might limit some companies that don't meet the certain threshold that is placed for listing on NASDAQ. If they still want to go public but don't meet the threshold, they might choose the Texas Stock Exchange. That is really what this business is targeting. They want to be an open venue that has less rules, less restrictions than NYSE and NASDAQ. They're going to really promote themselves as the welcoming Texas state that is welcoming to companies that might not want to go through the hurdles that they would see in New York.
And I mean, this news is interesting in and of itself, but also interesting are some of the backers. Like we said, Citadel, BlackRock, among the investors here. What could be the bet on their part? Are they trying to hedge something here?
So this is not the first time that we've seen market makers like Citadel, Virtu back exchange operations. In 2019, the members exchange, Memex, which is still up and operating, they, along with some of the biggest banks, backed their new exchange that is, again, still in play, and they are taking market share from some of the big incumbents. And we've seen Howard Lutnick's futures exchange that is to launch later this year. That is not in equities, but in futures. But again, this is a big play for participants that might just want more venue, more choice. And there's also sometimes a financial incentive when you are a backer of the exchange. You might get actually more of the ownership in the exchange if you send more volumes to that venue.
All right, so I do want to give you guys a little bit more key facts about the Texas Stock Exchange. So it's backed up by more than 24 investors, also including Citadel Securities and also BlackRock, which is there's a company that's in it. The stock exchange has raised over $120 million in capital and plans to register with Securities and Exchange Commissions later this year, according to the press release. While it will also have a physical headquarters in Dallas, so it's going to be in Dallas. That's where the headquarters is going to be. It's going to be in Dallas, Texas, and the company will employ about 100 people, which is that's good. The Texas Exchange aims to have primary listings, dual listings, exchange trades, products. Also, the Texas Stock Exchange was founded in 2023 and will be a fully electronic national security exchange that seeks to expand access to markets for all investors and those seeking access to public capital. And then one more key note. It plans to start facilitating trades in 2025, which is next year, and host its first listing the following year. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, so those are your key facts. So by 2025, once they get a headquarters in Dallas and everything, they're ready to rock and roll. So go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take about Texas having their own Texas Stock Exchange?
Oh, Hakeem, you muted.
You're on mute.
Hey, first off, I want to say, Sophia, you are right. Texas is a very male-dominated place.
It is.
I'm not going to disagree with you. You also know is a lot of Christian fundamentalists. So a lot of that will go against a lot of women's rights and stuff like that. So that's That's something I'm not going to disagree with you. That's a whole nother thing we would love to talk about if you wanted to join us one day. So one thing I'm going to say is this: Texas is the fourth largest economy and the eighth
Yes,
within the world. $2.4 trillion that it brings in a year.
correct.
This was going to come regardless. You remember they tried to separate themselves from the United States, but the
That's
United
correct.
States say no, 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 no. So you also got to remember there's over 3.1 million businesses in there. Some of the
Hmm.
some of the world's businesses are based in Texas, so this only makes sense. And there's 3.1 millionaires. And no, I think it's 12 millionaires listed on tax returns in Texas. So it's going to be an overwhelming support for this. I've been seeing something like this coming. A lot of people with GDP is moving there. Elon went there. Boeing, everybody who ran away from California ran there. Texas
Correct.
overtook California as soon as a lot of the business flood due to liberal laws. So we just got to expect it. I think this is why it's all about what you vote for. So we'll see if they allow this. That's my take.
Now, when it comes to Texas, I think Texas is doing a good thing. Now, shout out to God is forever. Great
That is
to see
forever.
you. It been for so long.
Pretty
No, but I know you
brown,
normally comment. Go ahead, Hakeem. What you was gonna say?
pretty brown, driving me well. God is
Wow,
forever. How my stepkids doing?
she been gone for so long, but it's great to see you. It's good to see you in the chat. She said finally she made it. Yes, you finally made it in the chat room. Finally, I think it was mostly my end. I kind of got it situated. Thanks to Hakeem. My bad, y'all. No need to apologize. To me, if you could swing by one, it's good enough. It's great to see your presence. We really do greatly appreciate it. Now, so Fire Grace said something that was very powerful. I hope somebody go back and pay attention to. Now that shout out to Ashton on Wims,
Brr.
also in the building. Big Shiesty, Big Blurs in the building. She said, BlackRock. BlackRock is a big company. The share right now is $788 a share. Not only that, but the dividend yield is on 2.59%, which is really good. So if you're someone that really looking to stock and want to invest in something, of course it's not financial advice. I recommend you kind of do invest in this company because they do, to me, they own a lot of company, a lot of big name company. Not only that, but by Texas trying to do the Nasdaq thing, BlackRock is also going to invest in that. So you already know their stock price is gonna increase. It's going to increase dramatically. So I think that's a good opportunity to look into. They have a steady growth. It looked like nothing really in the decline. It's in like everything is on the up climb. So that's something if you guys really want to look into, go ahead and look into. Now, when it comes to the aspect of Texas is big, like Hakeem stated, one of the biggest states, the fourth one of the biggest states, and I hope one of these days Florida does the same. Because the thing is, when you bring in something like the Nasdaq over there, people gonna see more. Sorry, people gonna see more value in the stock exchange. I mean, people gonna invest more. So that's something that's really for especially. Oh, can you guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, they lost me.
No, no, no. Yo, Ron, you here? Ron. No.
Uh-oh. All right, I'll go a little bit. I apologize, my daughter, she's talking in the background. But anyways, as you guys know, Texas is one of the top two. I would say, I'll go and then I'll have Ryan finish. So you guys don't know, Texas is one of the top two states that everybody's moving in. Either they move to Dallas, they move to Houston, they move to Austin, Texas, or they move to San Antonio. Those four cities in Texas and everything. And Dallas, they really want to. I would say, yeah, I just want to say Texas. They really want to put their name out there with having their stock exchange. They really want to be Texas. They want to be the number one state. Bigger than New York, bigger than California, bigger than Florida. They want to. It's a southern state. It's one of the biggest states. In America and everything.
Right.
Yeah. And I can see. I just like I said, I'm just very intrigued of how this really, really gonna go and everything. You know, it's the headquarters is going to be in Texas, in Dallas. It's going to employ some people and everything. And you know, I'm just really anxious how this, you know, how you know the Texas exchange, how this going to really, you know, turn the economy around, not just the state, but in America. You know, is it, you know, we're going to bring more people to move to Texas, particularly, you know, Dallas? Are people going to be more intrigued to do that and everything? Or also, is Texas going to bring more businesses? As you can see, a lot of business that was in Northern California and Silicon Valley, you know, like, you know, Tesla, you know, other companies, you know, they moved to, you know, Texas, preferably the city of Austin and everything. And I just want to see, you know, what the stock exchange are more companies gonna move to Texas and everything. So I saw something, I think it was yesterday. In the next 50 to 100 years, I think it's gonna be like the 40 to 50 million people is gonna be either moving or be living in Texas. I think it's in the next 100 years. I can't remember where I found it at, but that's what I heard and everything. So yeah, this is gonna be, this is interesting. You know, this could definitely, you know, change the game for the economy, not just in Texas, but also the United States of America as well.
Yeah, sorry about that. Before I was interrupted by these people, but like I stated before, I think it's gonna be a good look for Texas. Don't be surprised other states start doing the same thing and start bring the Nasdaq back into their state as well. I think Florida might be the next state, and also not only Florida but also Georgia. Like the big states are doing it because the Nasdaq been in New York for a very long time, but a lot of people are leaving New York because of the prime example, the infrastructure. Not only that, but the craziness was going on when it comes to the laws in New York. Hakeem said that also a lot of businesses are leaving California, going to Texas. They find it being more comfortable, more valuable. They're able to expand their business and not able to deal with uh with California laws when it comes to businesses. So a lot of things are really uh, Texas is on the up and up. They're doing a lot of new things. They innovating, and now that bringing the stock exchange over there to Texas is just going to bring more value, like Jordan stated, to the economy. It's just going to boost up the economy, and more people going to invest more and more and more and more. So especially as Black people, we need to pay attention to stuff like this because you want to see where can you put your money. Look into these businesses. Don't just ignore it because even if you live in the state of Texas, do your research. Of course, I'll talk to a financial advisor. This right now is a great opportunity to invest. Shout out to the mother, the lovely Natasha Vincent, for being in the building. And that being said, we done talking about the money. Now to the trending topic, guys. Make sure hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, Jordan, let's get it.
All right, let's go. Let's get it. Remember, y'all, it's Open Panel Wednesday. So if you guys want to come, you know, talk about the topics we can talk about, because I feel like we got some really good topics. Come on and join. You know, have good conversation with us. We don't bite. You know, we love y'all. We love y'all. Okay, so the first topic of the day. Oh, this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. I know we all might go off on this one, especially me. So this video was trending. A father is couple therapy says raising a child early is on the woman's job and feels that he should step into his son's life or any child's life as a father when he's in middle school age to provide guidance. I heard it and I saw the video. I was like, oh, wow, we got to talk about this. This is something. This is something. So go ahead. I can't play the video. And after that, we're going to chop it up.
You want? Tell me what you want with your son.
I mean, I don't necessarily have any expectations for him outside of, you know, raising him to be a good person. I feel that at this point in his life, she does that best. And when he gets older, he's going to need guidance. And at that point, that would be when I step in as a dad. And
what age are you thinking that is good? What do you want good for him?
I don't know, probably around middle school, high school.
What do you think of that?
Your son needs you every day. It's the day-to-day things now that will allow for those things to be possible.
I was taught and raised to believe that like raising a kid at this age is the woman's domain. So
Can you say something about that?
my parents, they separated when I was 12 years old. At a strong,
Good for him.
I don't know, probably around middle school, high school.
Mm-hmm.
A relationship with my father as a kid than I did with my mom. When, you know, they separated and, you know, he went his own way. I was in middle school and, you know, he wasn't around. I navigated the world on my own in a sense because there were certain things that I couldn't speak to my mom about.
Mm-hmm.
So I see that the father's, I guess, time to shine is at that age because that's the age I was where I felt I needed that guidance.
I see.
A relationship with my father as
So that's why you're focusing on that age.
Yeah, so I'm not saying
So
that
maybe
like
you're kind of taking for granted the early years.
I want to be a dad that is present,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really know how much impact I'm having or not having right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not around him enough to really know.
Right. Well, we have to stop, but let's stay with this. I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out.
Okay. Do you want the house a couple of days?
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah,
Woo! Jesus.
Yeah, I might not like my answer, but go ahead.
Woo!
Yeah, man. So he's just going how you saw, he's going about, how his parents, his background and everything, and that's how he feels and everything. Which I thought this was very interesting, very intriguing. I feel like it's gonna be a topic, and hopefully some people can come up and talk about this as well. So let's go with you, Ronnie. Cause I know since people ain't gonna like like you're saying, you go first, sir. What's your take?
I agree with him. I think it's a woman's job to raise a child early, and the man's supposed to wait until the kid is a certain age, then he gets involved. Because women are the first teacher of the earth. I'm just sorry. I totally agree with it. Because women are there to pretty much nurse the child. Because remember, they need the breast milk. They need a lot of the woman's attention more than the man do. Yeah, we're there to change the pampers here and there, but it's mostly the woman's responsibility to take care of the child. Now I come in when the child's around like 10 years, like 7 to 10 years old, then I want to come in with my leadership role and still the child their responsibility. Now other coaches do it. I know Safari race may not like my answer, but if you look at other races, they do that. They wait till the child is like of 7 years old, then they'll take the child, school the child wherever they want to school the child, and the child will not depart from wherever knowledge they have given them. So I think the mother needs to be with that child every single day. That's why a man got to work hard, make sure he got enough resources so she can stay her behind home while he go out there and work. So, but that's just my personal belief. I think I do agree with it. Don't get me wrong. I know the women may not like me, but it is what it is. Regardless, forever say what's going on with Hakeem. I don't know. I think he's sweating. But go ahead, Hakeem. You're involved.
Woo. I'm gonna have to disagree, and to say that because a father being hands on early on is important. We're talking about the baby's no different than an AI. They pick up on things, they learn, and I think children are able to be able to differentiate things when you have two different type of people there. For me, certain things I learned as a man, I learned as a kid. Cut the yard, how to interact with men, how to talk to men, how to visualize some things. If my dad wasn't here from the beginning on that, I'll probably be a very emotional person.
At what age?
At what age? Man, I can't remember. He's been here every day, even when he was spanking
No,
my
but at
ass.
what age? What at what age he taught you to cut the yard?
Man, at one, man, he was out there when I used to walk out there and hold the
No, but you saw
lawnmower.
him. But you saw him. But
I
at
said,
what age?
I said,
At what age he taught? Like he literally come to me, and I'm gonna teach you how to cut the yard. Now
I'm
not
not
no
saying
1 years old.
when I say he taught me, because I'm visualizing this. You know, kids are databases. So when I see this, as I get older, you know, man, I'm holding. He's like this. So even learning how to fix cars. I used to go out there and see him hit that wrench and put a little oil on my face. You know what I mean? And he even taught me how to even when we go to the store, you know how when you bring the little kid, he goes to the top of the top of the counter and put the money down. My dad did that. He said, "Hey, go put the money on the table. Hey, don't forget your change." I was a kid learning this.
Okay. No, but the only reason why I say that because most of the time when the kids cry, the first person they cry to, they never cry to the daddy, they cry to the mama.
That's
That's a
not
fact.
always. That's not always. Depending on that's not. Oh,
What?
listen, I'm telling you, depending on what the dynamics is. Some kids feel more comfortable. Listen, like we know little girls are attracted to masculine energy. So if
when
there's
they
a
get a,
man,
when they get a
You got
certain
that
age, when they get a certain age, when they get a certain age, that's when they try to the masculine. But in the beginning stage, they crying to mama. They're not
I,
crying to daddy.
I
They're
see
not
a lot.
crying to
I see
daddy.
a lot of girls run to their fathers. I see a lot of girls run to even at kids. It's something about men with these little girls and the way that they're differentiate. It's important for them to be every step of the way. Even as the umbilical cord cut, when the child look up in the eyes, if they see two faces, they're able to recognize. So
Though the
that's
first
my
thing
point.
when the lady come out of the room, they don't give it to the father and mama. They give it to they give it to the woman. The first thing they do, they
That
give it
is
to the
true.
woman. That's what I'm saying. That's the first person they will see on this earth is the woman. The father, don't get me wrong, no disrespect to the father. I'm gonna be a father someday. But the first thing the daughter
Amen.
do, because it's programmed, is to give the child to the woman. That's the first thing they do. They don't give it to the father. They don't say they just don't. Especially in America custom. The father is the last person they get the child to. But go ahead, Jordan. I just had to kind of take your point because
Hey,
I know there's some people that's gonna be. I'm trying to get people fired up.
All right,
I got a
my
grease
daughter
my
fired
face
up.
up.
Y'all think my daughter in the back? She fired up right now. I'm about to feed her in a minute, but I'm gonna start with me going back to my background, and I'm going being a father as well. So me, I'll just say this. I didn't met my father when I was 12, 13 and everything, but I did have a stepdad who kind of grew me and everything with all that type of things. And personally for me, how my life kind of shifted and everything, luckily I had, my stepfather, when he died, he died when I was 14 and everything, but he was there with the motor skills and everything, if I need anything, teach me all the type of stuff as well. My brother, his daddy was there, kind of fully in a way when he was the baby and everything. So I would say this: it just really depends how the child is with their parent and everything. Especially like boys are really attracted to their moms, and daughters they're really attracted to their fathers and everything. And when it comes to like in the two-parent household, you can pick and choose and everything. So what Ronnie's kind of saying, I can agree maybe 40%. But the 60%, I just can't disagree. I gotta disagree, and I'm just going by the daddy and daughter part. Now I'll just say this: when my daughter was born, I did cut her umbilical cord and everything. It was beautiful, and at the time, my wife she couldn't produce breast milk, so I had to we had to feed her formula. So when I first time I fed her formula, I was like Nina, and she was like, huh? And when she stopped doing this, and she just looked, you couldn't see looking like this. I'm like, okay. I know she's gonna be a daddy's girl and everything, and she still is to this day. I feel like change to the baby, change to the baby, feed the baby like that's everybody's responsibility to do. Change, feed, put to sleep, and everything. But I realized, like reading to my daughter because pediatricians they recommend reading to your child. They really recommend reading to your child while she's in the womb and everything. And I've been doing that too, and continue to do that. And I feel like, me reading to him more, it's as I can see the bond that I have with my daughter, how she appreciates me. And then I like where we go out and everything. For instance, like we went to Tennessee a couple weeks ago, and I bring around the family. She was looking for me. When I was passing the family, she was looking for me. It's like, where you at, Daddy? She's looking at me, looking at me, looking at me, looking at me, and everything. So I feel like a father can really, if you're really, I feel like a father, especially if you have a daughter. I know. Okay, Nina. All right. I feel like as a daughter, I mean as a daddy's girl and everything, I feel like I think it does help a lot when you with a newborn toddler to be there, not just but like reading, take it to the park, taking around and everything, spend that body and everything, because you can really tell that sometimes with my daughter, it's like the first thing, if she see my face, or my mom's face, she gonna look at me first. I'm just speaking for my daddy daughter. Hopefully with a son, it might be different. I don't have experience on that, with a son and everything. But yeah, I feel like you can be there, doing little things, read, talk to her and everything. But once the motor skill starts to build, that's when a father needs to jump in and everything for the discipline and everything. So Ronnie does have a smart. I'm looking at how Ronnie's point, how he's saying he does have a point when it comes to when the baby has motor skills, start talking, move things around. That's when the dad should really jump in.
Exactly. There you go.
And everything.
You got it.
So I guess, like I said, because during like, she looking at me during like the newborn stage, or with a year and everything,
it's a woman's responsibility. Right now, the newborn is a woman's responsibility.
The woman is gonna, like I said, she's feeding the baby, with breast milk and everything. When it comes to breastfeeding time, she's like I said, it's right now we spend 50-50 with our daughter and everything. We kind of splitting in the West, but it's usually the children's gonna spend more time with the mother, because she's the feeder and everything.
There you go.
The learner and everything.
That's what I'm trying to tell Hakeem. Exactly.
And Hakeem, not to say a man can do it too. A man can definitely do it, especially
Or we cannot. Man cannot do that.
But listen, let me make this point.
These children. Go ahead.
I know what you meant by that, because I know you're going to be there every step of the way, because I know you never said run it. But I was just saying that to add to the point, I just think it's highly important that even with the emotional part of kids, the father adds another touch to it that the woman is providing. You know what I mean? Both parties is well needed to build a functioning adult from the beginning, even when she's in the womb, to when they're an adult.
I want to say this. I want to add this too. It is important to the father to be there for this reason: the stability of the stability of the family. Meaning, it's like, even though my wife is there, like maybe, it's like I said, we spare 50-50 of the responsibilities, but when she's 50%, she's feeding her and everything. It's important to establish that both parents get rest. When both parents get rest, you can be energized and fully be a parent, and also have a plan. When you don't have a plan in a household, you can struggle and everything, and it could start arguments. It could start tension, and you can combat and everything, and babies can see that. And that's why I want to kind of say, in a man's role, it is important to do duties of being there, of changing the baby if the wife's tired and everything, breastfeeding, because like I said, being a mother is tough. I see my wife.
But Jordan, I'm being honest with you. That way, other culture, I don't know where the culture that guy's from. Most of the time, them people live in a village. So if the woman need rest, another one will come in and take care of the child, not the man. The man they will push that man aside, say, no, leave the room. How can you know what I'm talking about? Especially in Africa.
Yeah.
They would kick the man out and be like, no. It's all women. They call them sister wives. Not that. I forgot what else. They call them sister wives. I think it's sister wives. And also, I think they call them, there's someone like maids, but they're not like maids. They come and help out when they know the woman needs to rest, but the man's not allowed to take on the responsibility until the child is of certain age. I would say the American culture changed a lot of things. But if you really do research and history, it will show you that the man do not get involved in the child's life until he at a certain age. Now, it's very, don't get me wrong, it's very important, but don't get it twisted. I'm not saying the father not to be there. I'm just saying like doing like the duties like the woman does. Hell no,
Now,
hell no.
Ronnie, I would agree with you. I would agree with you in the aspect if you have family live by you, if you have aunties,
Yes,
grandmother, sisters,
facts.
everything. I'm just speaking of the aspect. It's like it's just me and my wife, and everything.
Correct.
So what my responsibility is, I have to be there in a way. So so I'm just talking about the aspect if you're a family that lives maybe another state or an hour away from family, because I know I have my cousin, one of my family cousins, back in Michigan and everything. She lives in the States with my family, but she's like an hour and a half away from family. So basically, her and the husband are by herself and everything. So the mom, her mom is deceased. Rest in peace to my auntie and everything, and the father passed away as well. And I believe the husband, his mother, I think she's on bed rest and everything, and she really can't do anything. So speaking of, if you're away from family, if you're like an hour, 2 hours away, or live in another state, it's as being a father, it's very, very important to be there to help the balance of your wife and also for yourself as well. But when it comes to Ronnie, when it comes to the village and everything, I agree with you. If you have family there, if you got grandmothers, because grandmothers they will be there. You call, they'll be there. They'll do it for free.
Correct.
They'll do that. Like I said, when I have my mom, my grandmother here, they just say, hey, you can sit back, relax, do what you want to do, sit, sleep, do whatever. We got this and everything. I was like, okay.
Correct.
I
Yep.
was like, cool.
There you
All
go. You see?
right.
It's already in there. You see, it's already in them customly.
And then don't get mad if I do something. I said I got it right. I said, okay.
Told you because it's already embedded in the woman to do it. Man getting involved into women's affairs, that's why I be like, don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be a neglected father, but at the same time, I know like when it comes to like when I'm talking about the first years of the child. I ain't talking about a really completely abandon the
Yeah,
child.
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying
No, I
like
know what you meant.
no,
You
because
want to.
some people say, oh, I'm telling about don't forget about the child. No, what I'm saying is when it comes to the couple of years, the first years of the child, man should not get involved. I was like, I agree with the guy. Man should not be involved like that. It's supposed to be the woman. Now, if the woman need help, that way you get your sisters, your grandmother, your auntie, do what you gotta do. That's why I say man gotta make enough money to make sure that the baby mom is at home for those couple of years so she can do her job as a mother. Then when the child get older, you can like, hey baby, you wanna go to work? Whatever, I got you. Go ahead, Akeem, before we move on.
No, no, no. I agree with you. I knew what you meant when you said that. I know you're gonna be there every day, but I was just saying. I say even in those little intricate parts, it's important. You know what I mean? Shout outs to Miss Nelson.
And
Now
I
that,
think
but shout out to It Is What It Is TV for being in the
Nightish.
building, and also Nightish is in
Nightish.
the building, and also Keisha is in the building. Go ahead.
And I agree with you what you're saying, Hakeem. But what you're saying too, because that's what I'm doing. I have no family here, so I have to. I mean, I have no choice. So
Yeah.
it's fun. I'm enjoying it and everything. It's fun. It's fun to have a conversation with my daughter time to time, seeing her smile and everything. Reading to her, just feeding her, doing little things like that. For me as a father, I just really enjoy doing small stuff like that and everything because I always want to be a father.
Yeah.
And like I said, I never had my father when like I said at the time doing
Thank you, Joe. No, heard
Yeah.
him. Thank you.
No, no.
That's what we're supposed to be doing.
No, you right. You right. Listen, you do have a point. So there's logic to what Roni is saying, and I guess it kind of goes over a lot of people's head. While the woman's at home building the child's character, where is the father making sure there's a roof over his head?
Correct.
So you know what I mean. The little bit of time you do have with the child is on your day off, if you're not asleep. You know what I mean. So
Yeah, that was it. But shout out to Joe. No, heard him. That's what I'm trying to say because a lot of guys nowadays they're becoming more and more lazy. A lot of men starting to believe they need to be at home and the woman need to be at work. And I'm like, what? That is crazy. We live in a bizarre world today. It's just crazy. God is forever. The child, the baby is like a couple of months now. He just recently had the baby. The baby's a couple of months. It's a newborn. So that being said, no, but Hakeem, I'm telling you, man, like I get that guy. I think is the guy African. That guy, is he African? I think he's African. I think
No,
so.
no, no. He seems Black American.
Black American, and
Yeah.
he talk like that. That's very interesting.
Yeah, Roxy, she's 3 months already. She's getting big. She's getting huge.
3 months. That being said, moving forward, go ahead, Jordan. On to the next one.
All right, on to the next topic. We're going to talk about. Oh, this is crazy. This might get people to roll too. So there's a black Atlanta black chief well, I'm sorry, a black woman police chief in Atlanta. She got caught in one of her recordings. She was talking to somebody saying, like, she doesn't want to hire any black women no more in Atlanta, because there's a lot. I don't know if you guys went to Atlanta. I heard that there's been a lot of women who are are police officer in the way and everything. I think it's easy to get in everything, and the black police chief, she got caught for saying she does not want black don't want to hire any black women no more. So we do have the
Yeah,
clip.
that's crazy.
That's crazy. So we do have the clip to get a little more detail, and after that we're gonna chop it up.
Hakeem ain't he gonna be scared. He ain't gonna want to comment.
Oh, yeah. I'm gangster.
You want more?
In a September 2023 command staff meeting, Chief Beverly Banks complained about disputes between her officers. One of them provided this recording to the Fox 5i team. A second person in the room confirmed what you're about to hear.
I am to the point, I don't want to hire black women no more. I'm to that point. I ain't got no white women beating my door down to come in here and work, but I wish they would, because I don't have these problems. I don't have no Hispanic women. Hell, I don't want them either. Because you know what comes with it? A whole lot of attitude, and I don't want that. I'm the only one with the attitude in this place, me.
In a statement to the Fox 5i team, a VA spokesman said, "There is no place for racism or discrimination at the VA, and these comments are unacceptable." Chief Banks took over the Atlanta VA Medical Center Police Department in late 2022, inheriting an organization filled with complaints involving favoritism and sexism.
Y'all need to get along.
In a September 2023 command staff meeting, Chief Beverly Banks complained about disputes between her officers.
Look, Hakeem's scared.
So the thing is like, she said not just a black woman, but she said a Hispanic woman too.
Yeah, no, but look,
I'm just happy it wasn't I'm just happy
comment.
it wasn't a black man who did it. It was one of your own.
Oh, thank you. Preach.
That's crazy.
But Hakeem, do she got a point?
Yeah, go ahead, Hakeem.
No comment.
Look, Hakeem's scared. I thought he ain't gonna do it.
No, stop it.
Listen, black women rule the world. I'm not gonna.
I told you he's scared. I told you he don't want to get canceled. What's going on, Top Cat and the lovely Stephanie Walker's in the building? Hey, I told you Hakeem's scared. He ain't going to do it. Hakeem's scared. I told you, Jordan, he ain't gonna do it. He's too scared. Hakeem, I ain't scared. She make a good point though. There is some black women, they feel like they're entitled. They're very rude when it comes to work. They're very nasty. Not all of them, but there are some that do. They give you a nasty attitude, especially when you tell them what to do. And I don't know why some of them feel like they're entitled, especially when it comes to the police department. You're supposed to be over there and pretty much be in a humble state, because you gotta listen to your commander in chief, especially when there's a woman that's pretty much your own telling you what to do. So it's just some women feel like they're entitled. Like, oh, you're not gonna tell me what to do. I don't care what your rank is. I don't care what you do. And they're very nasty. And not that, you also hear that from other complaints from other women. Not Sophia, I'm telling the truth. I know you probably in the chat thinking like you be at work. There's that one black woman next to your desk that gets on your last nerve. Like she feel like she's really entitled. She got a nasty attitude. There is some that do have a lot of nasty attitude. I'm just being honest. Hakeem ain't gonna say nothing about it, but I am. There is some with the worst foul mouth. And I'm like, what is going on? But you still gotta love our sisters. I still love my sisters though.
Ooh, they ready to attack. They ready to
Go
attack.
ahead, Hakeem.
You
Go
ready
ahead,
to
Hakeem. Look at Hakeem. I
attack?
told you Hakeem's scared, but go ahead. Go ahead. He said wait for an attack. Go ahead.
All right, let me go. Let me go. What the thing is, but the thing is, Miss Police Chief, you have all the attitude. That's your fault. What rules do you have to make them have attitudes like that? You know, to me, if you're a police chief, and not just a police chief, any role if you're a supervisor or manager or a leadership anyways, it's your job to make that environment as calm or as happy as possible to cause these minimal attitude problems and everything. Does people have attitude problems? Of course. Black women, Hispanic women, any type of women, white women, whatever, they're gonna have some type of attitudes. But it just like, you know, what's the environment in a police in a police office, you know? Why are these women are angry? Why are you talking to these black women? Why they have so many attitudes? What's if that's the case, what's the problem? You know, it's your job to address it and fix it and everything. Because if it's a man was in there, black or white and everything, he would address this right away. That's just me.
No, but Jordan, we gotta stop being scared. When a woman's out of line, she's out of line. Some of these women have a nasty attitude. They're nasty.
No,
And I'm talking about all women. They are very nasty. Even though I do love black women, but there's some nasty. Safari, you know I'm not lying. There's some nasty women that's black women that's out of control.
Ronnie, I'm not disagreeing. Ronnie, I'm not disagreeing with it. There might be some nasty, it's true, but I feel like it's her job to correct that nastiness. It ain't nasty, fire them.
No, but it's a process. Police, you can't find them like that. There's a process because my brother-in-law's in the police force. There's a process. You just can't go out there and just find like, they got to go to the union. They got to go on the board. There's a lot of things they got to do. But there's some women, they feel like they're entitled, and we got to change. We got to correct the elephant in the room. That lady's, whoever them women are, there are some nasty ones. Trust me. I used to call, especially when they used to call, I'd be like, why you got an attitude for? I'm just asking a question. It's true. Even Bobby said it's true.
Ronnie. I mean, that's true. If that's the case, transfer them to another precinct too. If they got nasty, transfer to another precinct.
See, Sophia, you saw.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Sophia is gorgeous. Sophia gonna beat me up. Go ahead. I'm going.
I'm not. Damn, Ronnie.
Sophia, you know I'm telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth.
You're like 0 for 3 today. Okay, look. Aren't there nasty people in all races and ethnicities? I mean, as a matter of fact, that lady sounded like she had a bad attitude. She was like, I'm the only one around here with an attitude. So maybe she just getting back what she's putting out. I'm just saying, we have the Karen situation going on when they want to talk about nasty, entitled white women. They talk about our spicy Latina chicks, and then she gonna say she specifically don't want to hire.
She said Hispanic too. Sophia, she did say Hispanic women too. She said black. She said Hispanic too.
Okay, but with the way she sounds, she'll get Karen in there, and Karen will be able to really put her 6 feet under. Karen is our ally. That's not our ally. Karen will have her badge. Okay, I think she's mistaken in saying what she's saying. We have nasty people in all walks of life, okay? And some of these male cops out here act like they entitled and talk to you any kind of way and all of that.
But Sophia, Sophia, let's be honest here. You'll quickly address a man for his nasty ways. Why we cannot do the same thing when it comes to black women when she's being nasty?
I think you should be able to address everybody the same way. I don't see
They do not do that. Men are afraid to address black. You see Hakeem, he don't even want to comment. He's nervous. Because if he comment, he feel like he gonna get canceled.
No. No, but she's a woman. What is her problem with having a group of women that's just as spicy as she is? Maybe. I'm just saying she sounded nasty to me.
Yes,
it sounds like it sounds like she don't need to be police chief anyways.
Yeah,
I think she's fed up.
Like bad leadership.
She's fed up because she lost control of her precinct.
No,
she lost control of her precinct.
We have all had a manager or a supervisor that stepped to us with the wrong tone. The people that you just won't do anything for because they come at you the wrong way.
And it don't matter what sex or what race they are. I've had to deal with all of them. It didn't matter. If you're a nasty person, you're just a nasty person. You don't know how to talk to people and get what you need to get out of them. I think that as a leader, she needs to check herself, to just like make a blanket statement and say, I don't want to hire any more black women. Y'all remember the psychiatrist or the therapist who said that she didn't want to treat any more black men? She said she didn't want any more black male clients, and look at all the flack she caught for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hmm?
Now she got now she on OnlyFans. Go ahead.
She do OnlyFans. Jordan do research. She does OnlyFans.
For women?
Yeah.
I mean,
for men. She
does
men.
Now she does OnlyFans.
Hey, let Survivor start laughing.
Yeah, she does OnlyFans.
She does OnlyFans.
I'm done. Oh, okay. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. But no, we need to stop discriminating, especially us against us, y'all. We already have enough people against us. We don't need to be going against each other. That's terrible.
But we got to get rid of the nasty people so we can develop, so we can grow to a better tomorrow. It's too many nasty of us out here. If we don't address the elephant, we don't address the elephant in the room, it's going to continue. It's making us pretty much the good people looking bad out here. Because that's all. Like I say, that all black women. I met some really respectful black women. Like they very soft spoken, very sweet.
Yes.
They very polite. Now I want to say not all of them, but then when I go deep in the hood, you already know the women out there. Boy, oh boy.
That's the same thing as if you go to the trailer park. You gonna meet what you meet where you at. You know what I'm saying? You just have to adapt to where you at.
No, you're right. You know the thing is, what is as a black man who only dates black women and who cares about his community. Who only cares about his community.
I told you he's scared. He's trying to be very careful.
I gotta be touchy. I gotta tiptoe around it.
And she showed you attitude. What are
I gotta tiptoe around it. So the hardest part is when a problem arises or there's a certain behavior. Us as men is scared to address it or try to hold our queens accountable. You know what I mean? We try to gently tiptoe around the situation and say, hey, that wasn't right. And
no, you have to be assertive. Don't be aggressive. Be assertive with it.
But listen. You know what I've told? You know what people have corrected me on?
Mm-hmm.
You should say if you're not a woman, you can't address a woman on women business.
Oh, really? You can't do that? Who said that?
Who said that?
I've had a black woman told me that.
Wow.
I have a black woman told me that, and I tell you the scenario. So, we at the corner store. I'm going to go get my famous Arab sub. You know, this is Florida. You know, the Arab sub. Mm-hmm. There was a woman coming in there. She was half naked. And the guys was a cost. I said, "Mom, yo, you got to be careful over here." You know what I mean? She said, what you talking to me for, boy?
Causing a scene already.
You a nigga. You can't tell me nothing. I would expect that from a female.
All right, Hakeem. They do that to me too. Okay? You know where you at. You know where you're at. When I go to certain neighborhoods, I know not to say nothing. I might want to just pull somebody's skirt down or pull their shirt up or something. Yeah. I be wanting to do that. That's the mother in me. I be wanting to do that. But you know better. I be wanting to pull dude's pants up. But you know better. I be wanting to take that baby when they talking wrong. You know, when they talking harsh to their children, I be like, baby, I want to step in. But certain places you don't do that. But then when I'm on the other side of town, I could be like, hey, how you doing? You got something on your shoe. It depends on where you at.
Somebody called me a B for trying to chastise somebody the way they was talking to their Shut up, B. Listen, I'm in the trenches every day. So you know what I'm saying? Listen, I try to buy some kids. So it's been hot. I tried to buy some kids some ice cream. She say, what she told me, she say, man, you look weird trying to do this. I said, I just want to buy your kids some ice cream. Is that okay? Get out of here, you weird ass boy.
Okay, but you see where you at. They have a reason to feel that way. Look, I have to work. So, I work with impoverished families. They are different, so they are suspicious of everything. So
Listen.
you gotta respect that.
I'm in my work uniform.
They suspicious, dude. People driving around in police cars, scooping you up,
I'm in
and
my
they
work
not police.
uniform.
Oh man!
And listen. This and it's not the first time they see me before. So it's like it's a bit difficult at times, and this is why we have to work with the relations with our queens.
It ain't just the queens, y'all. I'm telling you, it's all of us. All of us. We have some raunchy people out here, y'all. People are. We have, it's a clear divide. We got some real raunchy folks, and then we got some nice folks. Maybe we just need to take all the real raunchy folks and put them over with each other.
Yes.
And then all the rest of the folks be over on the other side. And that way we can be that way. I can be like, hey, Hakeem, how you doing today?
Yeah, hey,
pull your pants up.
No problem, Sapphire.
Nobody Hakeem. You don't see Mr. Muhammad comment. You don't see if he going in. He going in the chat.
He said Spanish and white women go out their way to change their totality and sound extra nice to men because he knows better. He said something. Are we supposed to be scared to tell our crazy ass people the truth?
No, but you just have to recognize where you're at, y'all. I mean,
listen,
it is what it is.
Listen, Sapphire, what is the biggest complaint? What is the biggest complaint our queens has always told us? Our tone, our verbiage, our language. No matter what it is, if we talking, and it's like, and this is why I'm, as Top Cat said, I'm tiptoeing around. I gotta be careful because you're a queen.
No, okay. Look, I'm gonna make a confession. I'm gonna tell y'all something, and if I gotta bring back up, I'll get back up.
Okay.
So in my real life, my everyday life, I don't have no problems. I don't have people disrespecting me and talking to me in harsh tones, and I don't have to get out of character with anybody. And no, I don't have to be extra fluffy with anybody or anything, but I don't ever have to step out of line. But that's because where I live at and the kind of people that I'm dealing with. But I know when I go over to the other side of town, I have to act different. That's why we have the saying, all right, that's your ass. And that's not just Black people, that's white people too. If you listen to some white folks talk about the other side of the tracks, it's the same way. It's more about, where you come from.
But Sapphire, you're generally like feminine.
That was you naturally.
I don't think you had that primitive. I can listen when you come on to your femininity, like the faucet is broken.
Correct.
The faucet is broken. So I just, it's when you say that you change, I think you just like this every day. So I don't think nobody's gonna approach you any kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm being honest, there's some women that just straight up nasty. Those are women I'm talking about. Cause those are when I ain't scared to tell them that you're nasty.
You know what I mean? Like I'm scared.
For real, look how we have to be that way sometimes though. Because if you're in the wrong place dealing with the wrong people and you're a timid woman, then you get messed over all kinds of ways. So I know how to turn it on when I have to. And resting bitch face is something I have because, when you come from New York, you got to be like, until you can smile and say, hey, how you doing? Because if you smile at everybody, they going to get you.
Oh no, New York women are the worst. Because I went to New York to visit my homeboy. They are the worst. Not you, Survive, but some of them in New York. Oh my God!
Listen.
They have to be.
Oh
man! Not only New York, Boston too.
I never went to Boston. I only talking about Boston, New York because I've been to New York a lot. But I'm like, what's going on in New York?
Okay, I'm gonna get somebody to take me to the hood here in Tampa. Because sometimes I go over there. I want me a devil crab. I want me a Cuban.
You go to St. Pete?
We gotta go over there.
You gotta go to St. Pete? Yeah.
Look, there's a neck bone, y'all. There's a place called 727 Seafood.
Yeah.
They make crab legs with neck bones, boiled egg, corn, and potato.
Yeah, we gotta go to Tampa.
Kind of gravy they got going on in there. I think they put like brown gravy and beer and the seafood seasoned together.
I'm taking the bright
boy.
Line.
It sounds good. The way I don't even eat crab leg. You made me want to go.
Look, when you bust open that tray.
Sophia, my brother Muhammad said it's not the same at all. Black folks that depend on white people for their job always talk about discrimination and what's fair. Other ethnic groups open up a business and get money.
Okay. Damn, that's deep. That's deep. I mean,
He's
that's
a
deep.
deep
I don't know
brother.
why that's deep. It's a lot more to it, but overall, I agree with him.
Sophia, you from New York?
I was born in Queens, y'all, so I've been back and forth.
Listen, Muhammad is from Mount Vernon.
Okay, look, when I come back to New York, I need somebody to take me around because.
Don't ask me, you gonna get lost. Cause don't ask me, you gonna get lost.
No, I'm too Southern. I go down there. Hey, how you doing? Hey.
Yeah, they know you're different. They know you're a different vibe when you go to New York. Like they can tell like you're not from there because your energy is different. Like people be mad and you smiling. They be like, "Why are you smiling?" Like like New York is different, especially now. Oh man, dang New York.
I was gonna say this. My wife, she was born in Brooklyn. She was there since she's 7, but she does not like New York. She doesn't claim it and everything. And majority of her life, she born. Well, I would just say she was raised in Georgia and everything. And the thing is, she doesn't have a Southern accent or a New York accent. It's like she has no accent whatsoever. But most of her family's in New York, and everything. She goes there once in a while. But yeah, she does. Even though she was born in New York, she was there for 7 years. She does not claim it whatsoever. She does not like the people there.
What? I claim it. I had a great time. A lot of my childhood was spent out there. So yeah, I claim it. I have a great time. And if I'm with my Southern family, then I can get real Southern. When I'm with my Mississippi folks for a couple days, you'll swear I'm from the deep South because my accent changed. Then when I go to New York, if I'm up there for 3 to 5 days, it's on.
Oh, nice. You say you have some people in Mississippi, Jacksonville, Mississippi, or regular Mississippi?
Greenville, Mississippi.
Greenville, Mississippi. No, because Hakeem be traveling, so.
Yeah. I've been to Kent. I've been to Biloxi, Jackson. Hog riding.
I got
family in
Alabama.
Alabama?
Alabama, yes.
I'd be too scared to go to Alabama. Yeah. I'd be too scared because it's still some racism going on over there in Alabama. So I'd be too nervous with Alabama.
Florida, y'all. When I lived in Pensacola, you know the city Jay and Molino, right outside of Pensacola.
Yeah.
Very, very. Those are like sundown towns. And I was in the military at the time, y'all. They wouldn't even let me come in and use the bathroom in a little shop. My shipmates had to go and step to them because they were like, "You black, you cannot come up in here and use our bathroom." And I was
really, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Florida's still very dangerous like that. And you go too far outside the skirts of Tampa, you'll find you some spots too.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to D's in the building. Shout out to you, big dog. And also, I'm trying to see who else is here.
Me and Vic ain't cousins for real. We ain't cousins. He look Ashton talking about how me and Vic was cousins. We ain't cousins no more.
No, but Ben call you his camp folks. That way he be saying my camp folks.
No more. I don't even claim him no more. I ain't claiming him.
Oh, what happened with you and Vic? What happened with you and Vic?
Vic be cutting up. Vic be talking mess. I be seeing Vic around. I see Vic. Vic be talking mess about me. He was my cousin. I don't claim Vic no more.
Vic ain't talk mess about you.
Vic ain't talking mess about you. Vic.
Yes, it did. Listen, Vic. I'll be in the room, and then as soon as I leave, he be like, "Y'all know that bitch one of them people from Sim Nation, right?" That's how Vic be
acting. No.
Whoa.
Oh, damn,
Vic, I love Sophia.
Vic. We love Sophia. We love Sophia.
Vic, please, man.
Vic won't do it here in Chaos Culture Radio.
Come on, Vic, please.
No. They behave over here because they know we got them on a leash. But no, but he be in the chat.
Okay.
He be in the chat. Like we don't censor nobody, but at the same time we still have control over certain people. We don't let it go too far. But now if you're on Ashton's channel, Ashton don't give a damn. Ashton let you go at it. But over here we like to keep
Ashton. What's that man name with all the sixes in his name or whatever? Me and him got some words. He was talking about my neck. Tell him I'm holding on to that. He hurt my feelings. He was talking about my neck. He said, He said
but
something about my neck being like a chicken neck or something. He said something about my neck. He hurt my feelings. Ever since he said that, I've been lotioning my neck.
All right,
No. But doesn't he know that's what feminine and friendly is?
she said, "Oh, sick."
He
He talking about
if
sick.
the neck was, man, he was talking about my neck. I was like, what? Are you serious? Is it really? Man, he got me fucked up about my neck. Who is he? Where is he?
No, Ashton don't give a damn. He be going at it with his own team. I'll be like, Ashton, he keep that behind it. He said, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He really don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? So
Ashton say I'm standing on business. He say,
yeah.
I'm standing on
You better come in there. You better come in there. You better come in there with the facts. That nigga don't play. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Ashton. Oh wow.
She said, come over. He said, come over and tell him yourself. I told you, Ashton's crazy.
No, I gotta make sure I ain't in my feelings. He was talking about my neck. Lord.
Hey, Ronnie, since you was talking about, black women with attitudes, let's jump to this topic. You're gonna like this, Lucifer. And shout out to Vic. Vic sent me to this. So this happened. Well, this is an old video, but it was kind of trending. So there was a woman. She had called the cops on her boyfriend to escort because they had an argument and everything. And then once the cops came and everything, and then tried to talk to them on what's going on, she was just not responding to the officers and everything. She's like, just get him out my house, and everything. And mind you, the boyfriend, even though he doesn't technically live there, he does pay rent there because he doesn't pay rent. He pays rent and everything. And it got really out of control, and the cops were trying to help her out, and it got so bad that the officer had to arrest her and everything. And I think she suffered for mental illness because you could tell she was off and everything. But enough said. Play the clip of Hakeem, and after that we'll chop it up.
Yeah, Ashton is. He's cheap shiesty. He don't give a damn.
On March 5th, 2023, officers responded to a case of domestic violence. Upon arriving at the scene, they tried to talk to one of the women involved, but she was uncooperative and kept screaming at a man. Here's what unfolded next.
Hello. Officer, I saw you got a body camera on. What's going on, ma'am?
No.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Did you get popped in the mouth?
No.
No? What's going on? Who else is on site? I guess, did you call us?
To escort somebody, that's it.
Okay. Hey, what's up, my man? What's going on, brother? You see what's going on in there? No? Okay, hang tight for me real quick. Hey, guys, police department. Do you need an ambulance or anything?
Look at all my shit. I didn't touch her. Didn't touch her. Don't come. Nobody said you touched me.
That's fine. Okay. Where's my next closest unit? Okay, ma'am. You just want to see how you feel?
That's my crib. What you mean?
Okay.
Fucking nobody even try. Like, come on, bro.
I don't care, bro.
It's all good, dude. Hey, man.
Nobody said you did shit. Didn't say
no, you call him if I do shit. You
leave. Just leave. I'm done with you. Like you said, you playing me. Leave. Hit me.
Bro, I don't get no
away from me.
What's wrong with you?
Don't be doing that.
This house away from me, dude.
Okay, man. Do you want to tell me what's going on? You call us.
I want you to escort him. That's it.
Okay. Well, what's going on?
I don't gotta tell y'all know what's going on. Just escort
Can you
him.
tell me what happened to your eye?
You can call this friend.
Can you tell me what happened to your eye? Ma'am, you called me to help you. I want to help you out.
Bro,
can you please tell me your name?
Janaya.
Okay. So what? In order for me to even do anything, you kind of need to tell me what's going on.
It was
Okay.
just a little argument. I was trying to get my house key. That's it. He want to give me my key.
Who's he to you?
Him?
Yeah,
that's his friend. He trying to get him. That's it.
No. The gentleman with the no t-shirt. You can slow down. There's a lot of hollering going on. Okay. Hey, but
I never touched you. You hit me and I hit you back.
Just ignore him.
I never touched you.
So now I touch.
Yeah, I hit the up off of me.
I got the proof. I was just sitting there.
Hey, Janai.
Oh, right. What you talking about? I'm not even no more. You started talking to me. You could have just gave me my key and I was gonna leave.
Nah, shit, I'll pay the rent here.
It's not your shit,
you don't pay shit.
I said, don't bitch you about to be sticking
Don't go at him. Don't go at him.
That's
No, bitch, beat him up.
No,
Bro, get the bro.
Stop.
Get him out of my crib.
We're working on it. You gotta tell us what's going on.
I ain't gotta tell you
Does
shit.
he live
Put him
there?
out my crib.
Do you live there? Who all lives there? So
I'm breaking my lease anyway.
Okay, so who all lives here?
The woman continued to yell at the man even after the officer's repeated requests not to do so.
Okay, what's going on?
Look at all these police when they looking around. This so.
All I asked him to do was to give me the key so I could walk down there. I was gonna come back when he left.
That's my daughter.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead, slap her. I'm not even going.
Go. You want to go so bad?
Do you think we can go down there and talk?
Oh.
Can we just do that? Maybe walk away from him? I'm really trying
Bro,
to...
I asked her the key. Now you get my grandma paid for it. I say the money she sent me. I ain't nothing back.
Jesus.
I gotta bow down to you. You cool?
Just keep walking. Just walk with me. Just walk. Ignore him.
Bro.
He's being the bad person. Just speak with me, okay?
You a
Just speak with me.
fuck time I'm playing you. You single now, you're not playing nobody.
Janai.
Yeah, you been single. Right, I don't get no time I'm playing you. Did you see that in my crib while I was sick?
Ignore him. Ignore
Bro,
him.
he pushed me down the stairs. I didn't touch him at all. You pushed me down the stairs.
Okay, just stop. Can you talk to us about anything?
Hey, ma'am, do you want to talk about what's going on?
Bro, I just want y'all to escort him.
Hold on. Hey, stay over here. Stay over here, or else you're gonna go in cuffs, okay? Stay over here, ma'am.
What I tell
Ma'am, stay over here. Stay over here, okay? I got a body cam on. What's going on today?
Bro, he mad because I told him to give me my house key.
Who is he? Ma'am.
Somebody I was dealing with.
Will you talk to me right here? Who is he to you?
That's my boyfriend.
Okay.
It was my boyfriend. That's not my boyfriend.
Did anything physical happen?
No, I asked him for my key. That's it.
Okay.
So he wanted to give me my key, get to yelling shit. I call y'all to escort him out my crib. Give me my key, bro.
Hold on. Hey, I need to talk to you so we can figure out if we can do that, okay? We'll probably take one more.
Y'all don't need one more.
Ma'am.
Like I'm telling you.
Ma'am. Stop walking around or else you're going to get put in handcuffs, okay? You're not listening.
That's what he's trying to say. You won't even listen to the man.
How long has he lived here for?
He just said
We never, you pushed me down the stairs. My mom told you to stop hitting her f***ing daughter. Because you always fighting me.
Ma'am. Take a seat on the fire hydrant, okay? Ma'am.
Bro, so since you give me shit, I gotta bow down to you?
Ma'am.
I gotta bow down to you?
Ma'am.
Fuck, come on, bro.
Okay. Put your hands behind your back.
No, you're not, bro. Stop touching me.
Then chill out.
What's wrong with you,
You want to go in handcuffs?
Beat your ass too. Get the f*** away from me.
You can try that, but that wouldn't work
I ain't
out.
gonna try
Chill
Stop
out.
touching me.
You want to go in handcuffs?
What's wrong with you?
Chill out.
No. Stop touching me. I'm
Yep.
already mad, bro.
I don't care if you're mad, because I obviously can't help. I can't do anything. I can't do anything for you if you don't talk to me.
What's wrong with y'all?
How long has he lived here, ma'am? Okay.
Stop touching me.
Yeah. There we go. Come on, let's go.
Let me go.
Comply.
Let me go.
Comply.
Wow. Move up.
Let me check these handcuffs. Yep, I'm gonna check them.
Comply.
Let me the go.
I gave you about 10 warnings.
I don't give a what you gave me.
I've been in the
You don't know me,
trenches.
bro. I don't give
Comply.
Well, you're under arrest
I
now.
don't give a fuck. I didn't care then. I don't care now. Everybody gonna stop playing with me.
I'm not chanting. Listen.
Chill out. Let me fix these
Bro,
cuffs.
I'm telling y'all better let me go, G.
You're under arrest for agbat.
I'm not under arrest for nothing.
Yeah, you are. You just punched me in the face.
No, I didn't punch you. You tried to grab me and I moved you.
Obviously, you need to
Stop
listen.
touching me.
The body cam said
No,
different.
Bro. What's wrong with y'all? Bro, let me go.
No, but the cops are wrong though. The cops are wrong though. You know she's nice.
Bro, don't touch me. You're not a female. You're not supposed to be touching me. Stop touching me.
Stop.
What's wrong with y'all?
Like she's handling her emotion. You gotta know when to chill. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the problem.
Back up.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
I don't give a fuck.
Tell me when to
She
stop.
showed no signs of stopping her erratic behavior.
I don't give a about nobody. What's wrong with y'all? Leave me the alone.
Well, you're under arrest. You're going to the county
I don't
jail.
give no about no county jail. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all don't know me, bro. I will tweak the out.
Stop.
Y'all don't know me, bro. So let me go. For
Open
real. Y'all do not know, bro. I will
Open
tweak the
that.
out. Y'all better let me the go.
Take a seat.
No, I'm not playing.
Too much of the hood. You know what I'm saying?
You're not calling anybody right now.
Right, because you a let me go.
Miss Nichols, are you doing all right? Or you calm down a little bit.
That was it. She's in her emotion.
You want to talk about whatever happened inside the apartment?
I don't want to talk about it. Give me my phone. That's all I want to talk about.
Okay.
Nah, you need to quit calm down.
I don't want to talk to nobody. Everybody leave me alone. For real.
Know what I'm saying? She's a woman, so you know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to.
Then everybody just steady pissing me off more. I'm telling you, I'm going to somebody up. Just leave me alone.
He's sitting up there basically screaming, talking about you always putting your
No, he always hitting me. I got pictures of black guys, all that. I don't touch him. I told him to give me my key, he started hitting me.
So
after this, it's over with. It's over with. Just break the lease today. Go up the back. I don't want to talk, bro.
Janai, so the big
they
thing,
trying to help you.
Help me for what? I got proof. I didn't touch him. I don't care what he told y'all.
You're not under arrest for that.
You're not.
I don't care.
I'm trying to
bro.
figure out.
Care.
Can you at least tell me how you get that thing on your eye?
He's saying that you tagged him.
How did I attack him and hit myself in my eye?
No, you're not listening. How'd you get that thing on your eye? Can you tell me what happened to you?
All right, can you stop? We'll talk about it.
What happened?
You lying, telling them I hit you? I never touched you. Yeah, you did. You just told them that.
Hey, I can't. You can stop it. Yeah, but that was saying. I don't know, man. I think the officer was wrong. Like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. That's a tough one.
Listen. For somebody who's been incarcerated before, comply. Don't matter.
But she's in her mode.
It doesn't matter if you, Ronnie. That's how people die. I seen people get hit in the face with a boot for not complying. She lucky he just did that. Nobody gets special treatment when the police come.
Some of us do.
That is true, but I'm telling you, listen. She caught an aggravated assault on a police officer. That's a felony, baby. That's a felony.
Okay. I think, so like here in the state of Florida, if the cops pull up on you at a domestic violence situation and anybody been passing licks, you're going to jail, both of you. So from the moment he had to ask her about the bruise on her, somebody should have been already in the car. They don't even ask you no questions. They really don't play. We can see that she's hurt. We're going to take you in and then we'll figure all this out later. But when they walked up on her, she was clearly agitated. This is more of a mental health situation. There wasn't a woman on the scene. She was clearly in distress. So when he walked up on her, if he were a trained professional, a mental health professional, then he would have been having a different type of conversation with her. But the male clearly came out the house aggressive. She said something about him not even being on the lease. So we could have solved a lot of problems right there, just asking to see the lease, whether he was paying to be there or not. Because y'all know them hood situations. A lot of times the lady is the one who's on the lease at that apartment because it's a Section 8 apartment or whatever. And she's not even supposed to have anybody else there. But I just think this could have been handled a little bit better if they had a female on the scene and she could have had someone to talk to and calm down. But it kind of escalated because she was already upset. It looked like it already been some damage going on. She wasn't feeling no talking about nothing. So just give the lady her key and let her go on about her business. It would have been over, but it just kept on going. But she was wrong now. You don't get to put your hands on no police officer or anything like that. You don't get to do that. But I'm just saying that it was escalation, and she needed more mental health discussion than what was going on there. And yes, it was clear. She said, why didn't he do anything about the pushing her down the stairs? Why didn't he say anything about him coming out that house being aggressive? And then if that was her mama talking about they were just trying to help you, how about you could have helped me by getting him out of the house before I even had to call the police since you want to be so helpful? I don't know.
No. Nobody did it right. Nobody they did it right. They got the police involved. Sometimes you got to get that police involved so you make sure the situation don't escalate. Now that shout out to the realistic vibe in the building. Great to see you, sweetheart. It's been a while.
Listen, if you want to come up and talk about this topic, you come on here. If you're not busy.
Y'all come on here because I'm you know me. I'm real soft about this kind of stuff. Okay. Because I do see the domestic violence stuff go on.
No, it is domestic violence. It is domestic violence.
Yeah.
It's domestic violence
and
on both
black
parties.
Neighborhoods, we call on them, but we don't want to tell on them. You know, he was asking questions, and she was
Preach.
clearly trying to still protect his situation without, you know, I don't know. I feel like she was trying to keep him from getting in more trouble. They should have just gave that lady her keys and let her go.
Okay, Red List Advisor, you getting your summer body on? She said, I'm at the gym. That's what's up. Go ahead, get your summer body on. No, but I do agree with you. I would say domestic violence, especially in the hood. Remember, we talked about this a lot over here. We talk about how women don't report, especially black women. They are afraid to report it. So that's why you look at the FBI report. You see that women barely turn any guys in for domestic violence. And as you can see, you already know it's a passion of love. They be like, oh, they're so in love. He hits me, and they together tomorrow. But the guy was totally wrong. To me, if a woman wants you out here, I would like, here you go, baby. Here's the keys. I'm gone. See you later. Goodbye. I don't want to mess with my future. Even though the woman do look attractive, I'm not doing all that. I got too much to lose. I'm out here. But in the hood, we're taught to prolong this. We gotta fight for one another. We gotta fight for this love. So even though I hit you, baby, I'm gonna apologize. You know, let me back in and this and that. I won't be surprised they're still together to this day. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised one bit.
Yep.
Go ahead, lovely Stephanie. Go ahead.
Hey, Sapphire, how you doing?
I'm good.
Love the hat.
Hey,
I love
Ron.
your hat.
Hey,
Oh, thank
love the
you.
hat. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
It was a gift. Hakeem, I was on your neck. Don't put your head down now. I was on your neck in the comments.
Listen,
Don't put your head down.
I can answer this because let me tell you something. For a person who have experience with this, I have firsthand experience with this. We're not afforded the privilege to have a mental health person to come out on the scene.
You're absolutely right.
Now, mind you, let's stop protecting these niggas. Send him to jail. Send him to jail, fry his ass, and get him out the way. So when the guy say talking about de-escalation, I'm talking about I've lost friends from these type of situations. You know what I mean? And I can understand she agitated with Queen. And this is why we, as a tribe, and this is why we don't have no real men leaders in there. That dude who was there, he could have easily dragged the dude out and say, yo, it's time for the leave. He's not doing that. So Queen, you have to be calm. After the guy would have did the interview, that was going to take him to jail. Trust and believe. Because you want to know, after she was to talk, I'm not here to protect man nigga who put hands on no female. But the point of the fact is, we can't let our emotion get rattled up so much. Yes, trauma begot trauma. She was in a trauma situation. I can look at it and can tell that was a build-up trauma added with mental health, whatever she's going on in her past. But I'm just saying for safety reasons and for her not to add a felony on it, because a black woman or a black man, the day you catch a charge, your life changes forever.
Agreed. Agreed. And I think it just sounded like when it was all happening and unfolding, it just sounded like comply, 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 as if like that was the only thing that, you know what I mean? And I think like there have been a lot. I will say for this instance, like if she did comply, it probably would have been a lot better. But because I'm going to keep it a buck. I was watching it. I was like, they are hella patient. The level of patience that they had dealing with this, as oppositional as she was, as you know what I mean, like she wasn't trying to answer no questions, she was disrespectful, and I think even the cop never raised his voice at her. So I think like had they kind of worked out a little bit longer, they probably would have got somewhere. However, it ended where it ended, and it resulted where it resulted. And it kind of goes back to the point you made, and I wrote it in a comment too. Like, I don't think black men and black women are afforded the opportunity to have a mental health condition. It's either we're deemed angry, we're deemed aggressive, we're deemed out of control. I would even go back to the last segment where y'all were talking about that lady who was ego driven, talking about she don't want to hire no black women with attitudes. And it's just like, we're not afforded to have any type of feelings. Like, we can't experience anything else. We're just automatically deemed angry, attitude, nasty, disgusting, vile, violent. Like, we're not given grace. And I think that's fucked up. But I will say, like, in this situation here with this little girl, like, that's another thing. We got to look at her age. Like, I think baby girl was in her mid-20s. So when we're talking about mid-20s developmentally, you could tell that she's not, her developmental stage or chronological stage aren't matched. Like I could tell, like baby girl's not functioning at a 20-something. I seen a 10-year-old. I seen
Now,
a 2-year-old throwing a temper tantrum. And so for me, it's like there's some unhealed trauma. Even the cop like reaching out to touch her immediately triggered off, like, don't fucking touch, like that's trauma. And so yeah, it's unfortunate that
this
it
last
ended the way
snippet,
it
I'm gonna
is.
let these brothers. So now, Sophia, you did mention something earlier, and hopefully I can coincide this. You know who would have de-escalated that? Some black police officers. It wouldn't have got that far.
Right. Yeah, a little bit more understanding. A little.
Listen, there's a bit of je ne sais quoi or some understanding our people have. We know how to address things. This is why it's imperative that we need to have police officers of our own kind. Even if the black police officer is an asshole, he still know how to maneuver around sisters and that. These white cops don't grow up with us. And I tell this, it's the same thing we deal here with Hispanic police officers. A lot of them traditionally never lived around us, and they don't know how to handle us as far as emotional base. So that's the point I'm saying. If this was a black police officer, or at least there was a black person there, a police officer is, girl, chill out.
Yeah, it's like some culture. It's like more like cultural, moving through a space of like cultural awareness, right? Like understanding the culture of the community that you're providing service for.
Yeah, we
I'm
need to
not
be
gonna lie
policed
though,
by
like
our
I
community.
feel like them police officers did
They
did better than what I expected them to do. They did
Yeah, they did a good
way
job.
better. They did a good
And
job.
I don't even think they wanted to turn her in. They kept saying, we're not going to try to turn her in. If
Yeah,
she just
like
listen and answer the question.
Even at
yeah,
the end, she wasn't under arrest. They still wanted to release her out.
yeah.
Yeah, they treat her with
Hopefully
respect because they
did
understand. They
did she get
know.
charges? Did she actually get charges? Do y'all know?
I'm
We didn't
sure
finish
after.
the video.
We got to
Yeah,
research that.
I would
Okay,
say
because I was
she
thinking
swung on him a couple times.
they could just take her away for a night or two, give her a little Baker Act or something and let her get some
No, the
rest and
guy,
get
no,
herself
she don't need to
together.
go anywhere. The guy got to go. The guy that's in the house
Yeah,
got to
He
go.
needs to go, but she needs some
Yeah.
help. Sometimes
yeah.
getting locked up is the best thing that can happen to you. It gets you the
Mm.
clinical help
No, that
that
guy
you
got to get
might
out of
need,
there. The guy is
Yeah,
the
He
issue.
need to
The
go.
guy, he got to go. Even
I
though he
agree
paid
there.
rent,
There was
even
a
though he
lot
said it was
going on.
$500. Even though he said it
Yeah,
was $500 rent, I say, man, that's a good rent. Where they paying for? But I think it was a Section 8 home,
Yeah,
but
she
you were like
was.
I
mm.
think
$500.
so.
So she was charged. She was charged with domestic dispute, domestic
Yeah,
battery, and aggravated battery.
yeah. And that's
So they got
unfortunate
her.
because she was definitely the victim. Like
Yeah.
she was clearly the victim in it all, but she responded
Comply.
to her trigger. Yeah, she responded to her trigger the best way her body knows how. I want to keep it a buck. When you have trauma triggers, your body responds to keep you safe. Like those responses are what your body habitually does just to keep you safe. And sometimes it's uncontrollable. Sometimes, if you are old enough, you can kind of delay some of these automatic responses. But I could tell, like, she's a baby. I feel like she was a baby in that moment and just immediately went to what keeps her safe. And what kept her safe is yelling, pushing people away, and physical violence is what she has probably done in her lifetime to keep her safe.
Yeah,
So
and talking with
it's
that big
unfortunate.
voice, it's supposed to
Mm-hmm.
scare you and make you want to back
Mm-hmm.
down. I see kids do that. That's how
Yep,
kids
all the
act. They be
time.
barking at you. They just be barking, barking. And you just got to let them bark it out. And they be like, all right, you ready to talk now?
Yeah.
That's just how we are. So you're right. We need to be policed by our own community, people who can recognize what they're seeing and address it the right way. I feel like there was a lot going on there. I don't like
It was a
the
lot
way
to
her
unpack.
There's a
mama
lot.
came up to the car
Who's
afterwards and had
Muhammad?
so much to say.
Muhammad, he was on the show. He been on the show. He was on the show last week.
Oh, okay.
Muhammad, actually. How we know she clearly is the victim? We don't know what happened in that house, which is true. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We know that she had bruises on her
On
face,
her
and we
face.
know that she was thrown down the stairs, and we can see that she was upset. And we
But
saw his behavior, his
If
body
that's not
language.
enough, like if that's not enough, the man clearly was like, "I'm gonna slap the shit out of you when you get back in the house when they leave." Like he was making open threats, Muhammad. So
That's what I'm
like,
saying. That's why I was like,
I
why
feel like
didn't
why
he
are we
keep
here
him
trying
in when
again?
he
Another
did
black
that?
woman. We gotta kind of come up with stay out the chat, whatever. I feel like black women always have to come to the defense for black women. Like, why can't we just be believed? Why can't she just be the victim, my nigga? Like, why do we have
That's
to
why we
prove
gotta
it?
be hard, y'all. This
Like,
is why we have to be
goddamn.
tough. This is why we
I know
have to
she
be
was the
tough
victim. I know she
because
was the victim.
I'm not talking about y'all.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
talking about in them comments.
No,
you
no, I know.
know because real talk. if they had pulled up on another race of woman who was sitting there looking like she was just so upset and
Everybody would have been like,
everything,
"Oh my God,
you
that
know,
nigga
oh
needs to go to
baby, what's
jail."
wrong? Yeah, yup, it wouldn't have been no questions about it. The moment
Yeah,
he came out with no shirt on, talking about, "Oh, Joy, you get back in the house," clink clink. They didn't do
yeah,
that. Why didn't they take him soon as he violated? As soon as he said that.
yeah.
No, it
That's
is a toxic
unfortunate, Muhammad,
relationship.
that you're not a nigger. I guess with a hard ER. That's
It
unfortunate.
is a toxic. It is a toxic relationship. Muhammad, I can't stop them from staying in the chat. They can do what they want.
Mm.
But it is a
What
toxic
is he
relationship.
saying?
It's a bad.
What is Muhammad need to pull up? I need to see what he looked like.
Muhammad been on the show like
He was
3
on the
times
show.
already.
He was on
I
the
don't
show
think I've ever
before.
seen him.
Wait a minute, he got issues with black women?
I
No, he
think
doesn't. He
so.
doesn't. He
No,
doesn't.
No,
He
no, no, no,
doesn't.
He
no.
over here saying
No,
no.
no, he
nigger
doesn't.
ER. Is he even black? I'm confused.
No,
Yeah,
he is
he's
black. He is
black.
black.
Oh, okay.
He's married to a
So
black
he
woman.
trolling.
No,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know they always trolling. You know, I can't
Yeah, he
stop the trolling.
trolling.
You
no.
know, oh, he said send him the
Anybody
link.
who anybody who be
Hakeem
on
said send him the
Facebook is
link.
obviously that's somebody uncle. That's somebody great uncle if you're on
No, it's coming
Facebook
right now.
No,
Hakeem
trolling.
gonna
look.
send him the
That
link.
nigga definitely
Listen,
that man definitely 70 plus.
no,
If you was born in the 70s, Muhammad,
he's about to
that
pull
tells
up
me a
now.
lot.
I gotta
He about
send
to
the
pull up
link.
now. Trust me. He's gonna come. You call him, he's coming.
Yeah.
I'm
No
sending the
drama,
link.
please. No drama, please.
Woo,
Keep
child.
it PG. Oh man, you got see that's why I don't like videos like these. It gets the women hyped up. It gets the men hyped
No,
up. Domestic
wait.
violence.
I mean, if we talked about it in a very sensible
No,
manner.
we
I
yeah,
mean,
no.
real
Yeah,
talk,
Listen.
sensible manner.
This is good. This is healthy. This is the type of
it is.
discord we need to try to educate men and women to better dealings with each other. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to know
See there,
something?
Hakeem? You be
Huh?
scared for nothing. You be
I do.
scared for
I am
nothing.
scared.
I
I
can't
am
be
scared.
scared. I'm telling you, he
I
be
am scared.
scared.
So I tiptoe.
He don't want to get canceled. I
I
can
don't
get
want to
canceled.
get.
I don't
You
give
know,
a damn.
listen. Sophia, I am a savage outside of these YouTube spaces.
And look, I'm a
You got
pussycat.
this.
Look, I'm a sweet little pussycat. I be like, ooh,
Listen,
hold me.
I love y'all so much that I
Yeah.
don't want to get in no problem with y'all. Hold on. Ooh, child, I'm so scared.
Why are you scared? Hi,
Hey,
Jackson.
Muhammad, I didn't call you. She did. Go ahead. Go ahead, Muhammad.
Oi, oi, oi.
What's going on, Muhammad, man? Good to see you, brother.
Okay. First of all, I don't know. First of all, okay. First of
My
all,
white man.
I don't know if I'm black enough for you. So you might want to take Malcolm X off the list, or W.B. Du Bois, like that. Yeah, I'm a white man. Yeah, and I been fighting for black people since '85. Can you hear me?
Cap.
Okay.
Muhammad, you're not black. I mean, you're not white. You're black, big dog.
I've been to jail in a situation like that for defending a black woman. Hey, I don't know what I am based on what the sister's saying, because I say nigger, y'all, N-I-double-G-A. How you want me to do it? Like Ice Cube? I mean, you want me to spell it like I go to school with white folks, or I go to school with black folks? However you want to call it. I'm not an ignorant black man. I'm a wide awake black man.
Oh, you eating? Okay, you done? You ready for me to go or no?
Actually, no, I got a lot more to say.
Okay,
But
go for it.
because I'm a gentleman, you can have the floor.
No. I felt like I've done a lot of talking and I've summoned you to the panel. So I'm going to give you the respect and the space to get it off your chest.
Okay, first of all, you know what? I'm sorry, I got an echo. I think my echo's gone out. I couldn't hear myself clearly. But let me just say this. If y'all sisters don't like me, if you want to hate my guts, that's up to you, okay? Because I have a screw in my leg for defending a black woman in that situation from no good NIGGAs or NIGGERs on the streets of Blue Hill Avenue, like the movie Blue Hill Avenue. Well, I'm the dude who fought the gangbangers that were jumping the system, okay? I've also defended a brother from the police. And I got this in the back of my head, okay? If you can see that scar in the back of my head for doing that. So number one, when you're talking to a veteran of the black liberation struggle, you should address them a little differently than the guys with their pants sagging, because that's not me. And I tell brothers all day to pull up their pants in the school system where I work. I'm not afraid to tell them, and I tell them. And like Brown, if it gets really on my nerves, I'm at the gas station, I'll tell them that, okay? If a sister, especially in the classroom, is sitting with her legs open, I say, young lady, really, I let the female teachers do it. But if they're not there, I got to tell them, you're around the boys, please close your legs or sit properly, young lady. Okay? There's certain etiquette we should all have. When I'm addressing you as my black sister, notice how I said sister. I call you queen, but some sisters don't want to be called queen no more. I don't know you sisters, so I don't know what your thinking is on that. But I've been told by some women, including my own wife, I don't want to be called a queen. You're saying too much. You're doing too much. They're telling me chivalry is dead. Well, I'm a chivalrous black man, like Public Enemy behind me, like Muhammad Ali behind me, like Malcolm X behind me. And if you don't like it, you can step or I can step. But I'm old school black man, and I stand on everything the great black leaders taught. And if that makes me unpopular, and yes, I'm born in 1977, God, zero, cipher, however you want to do it. Okay, I'm here to defend my people, but will my people defend me?
I like you, Muhammad. Nice to meet
I
you.
like him too. So I'm gonna, since I was, can I say something just really quick? Because I did go hard at you, Muhammad. And I feel like, number one, and this is not, I'm not being sarcastic or anything like that when I say this, like I appreciate the mere fact that you sacrificed yourself to step up and protect a black woman and protect other black people in the community, because there's not a lot of people that do that. That's number one. Didn't know it. Right? I didn't know that you were part of the Black Liberation Group. That does not change how I felt in that moment when the comment was being made about, do we know if this individual was a victim? That's what triggered me. So I can come here to this panel and say, I see where your trauma trigger was. Like you see this situation played out and immediately go back to where you experienced your hurt. I see it and look at the same exact scene, except I'm on the flip side. I'm the victim. Like I've been in domestic violence stuff. So immediately it's like, how can you look at her and not think that she's not a victim? So now we have two individuals, both you and me, who've experienced some form of trauma and have lashed out on each other. And all it really takes is for us to just give each other a platform for us to figure it out. And that's literally what it is. We can figure it out, make amends. I feel like that's literally what it is. I hear you, my brother. And forgive me for jumping down your throat because I didn't know your story. And my hope is that you ask for forgiveness for me for you jumping down mine because you didn't know my story. And I feel like if our world moved in a space where we just practice empathy and patience with folks, shit like this wouldn't happen.
This is beautiful.
Shit like this wouldn't happen.
This is beautiful.
There you go.
Shit like this wouldn't happen.
Culture Radio. This is beautiful though.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all it really is people having different life experiences on different spectrums. Yeah, and just respond in a certain way. If I can have love and empathy for my brother, then he could do the same for me, and then we heal. But it's when we refuse to have these ears or refuse to have that type of heart where like we're solely only bashing black women or solely only bashing black men. Like we really got to look at what is the root cause of all of this and give each other a platform to literally have these difficult conversations and be vulnerable with each other. So Muhammad, I respect you. I did jump on your neck and I was on your head. I did, and I was. But it was because I didn't know your story and you didn't know mine, which is why you responded the way you responded.
Oh, you want to know what the root cause is? To be honest with you, we really hate our mama. That's what it is. We hate our mother and we hate our fathers. For real.
For some, yeah. I have a friend, well, an ex-friend, because your boy was toxic as hell. Long story short, his mom was dating a drug dealer, and she would often leave him and his siblings alone. Right. So we now have like this already disheartenment towards his mother, but then taking a step forward, mother's friend sexually takes advantage of him. Takes it a step forward. Some of the drug dealers would come in there and beat on him. You get what I'm saying? And so like now we have like this person, like he genuinely does not like women. And I'm not saying he's gay, right? He's still heterosexual. Like he desires to have sex with women, but he has he does not like women at all. He's the type of guy that like talks negatively. There's nothing great that comes from a woman. Women are only good for sex, and bearing kids. Like he's one of those.
Wow.
And so
that's my brother. My brothers and my father are exactly like that. I love them and they love me. But if we're sitting in a room together, oh my Lord, they just tell me, they be like, don't come in here with that sister be strong stuff. Man, I was taught to be a prim and proper lady and to service the men's and keep my mouth shut and all that stuff. You see how that turned out.
Yeah, but that's true. I'm just saying, but that was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, it's beautiful. Beautiful
Yes.
statement you made. Yeah,
I want to thank the sisters for being honest with me, and I do want to say that you said something very significant all around, but also that word. I don't like the word because for me it means a gun. When I hear the word trigger, that means gun. That means fight or flight. And as a black man in America, that's what I have to deal with. And I'm sure sisters have to deal with their different things, but it's a psychological term. I understand that. And that sister was obviously hurt. And that's why she was definitely right that the cop shouldn't have been touching her. It's supposed to be a female police officer, not a male officer. She was 100% right about
facts.
that. I don't know why she wasn't responding to him when he was asking her what happened, but I have to be totally honest with you. I've been like a lion around the police, and I've been like a mouse around the police, depending on what mood I'm in, because it's an emotional situation, and you have to find the strength from God or Allah, as I say, to be cool in that situation. It's not easy. It's extremely difficult. That's why our people need the training and mental health help so we can get through these situations. And last thing to say, if we as sisters and brothers, notice I said sisters and brothers come together, we can support each other where one is strong, the other one's weak. But all too often, us men, I've been saying this since college. We got to defend our women. We're sexist. We need to stop doing this, that, and the third. But the problem is when certain women, it's like certain men take advantage. Like y'all is weak. See, we need women that are going to defend the men, and we need men that are going to defend the women. But a man has to stop another man, just like he would with his daughter. Yo, that's my daughter. I'm not going to do that with my daughter or my sister. And a woman, she's smart enough to tell her own brother, hey man, this chick is playing. I've had women tell me that, this chick does X, Y, and Z. No, I didn't know that. I'm dumb. She looked good, got a nice booty. So we both have to be taught.
I agree.
Go ahead, Hakeem.
I was thinking about this as y'all both eloquently. Y'all can't see it behind these glasses, but I'm crying. But one thing I want to say: if trauma can be passed down through generations, so can healing.
Oh yes,
preach. That was deep.
That was a good one.
Go ahead, Pastor Hakeem. That
Breaking
was
the
deep.
cycle.
Okay, but for that
Well,
to
he
happen,
felt that.
the
Was deep.
healing has to start, and it takes people like us that are going to have the strength to deal with the pain. Because I felt like shedding a tear too. But wait a minute, David cried in the Bible. Okay.
Yep.
He lamented. Jesus wept. Okay, but we don't notice that real men will cry. You cry at a football game. My team just lost. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's true.
But the coach might cry. I used to never understand. I play football with the white boys. The coach start crying. Guys, we gotta win.
They do.
We gotta do this, guys. I'm like, this is a game,
speaking
bro.
facts. That's facts.
But now we're talking about someone's life on the corner, and we don't have no feelings for that.
Yeah, that's true.
No, even worse. People have more feelings for the animal than people themselves. Don't hit a dog.
That's why.
Sorry,
so
baby.
Oh, the baby.
I said dog. It's my light skin. It's my light skin black man.
I told you.
My
Don't
light
hit a
skin black
dog.
man.
I gotta say
you're
this.
going to grave for that one.
Since we're talking light skin, which is funny to me, like I was watching Motives the other day, and the brother, he's playing the bad guy. He happens to be dark skinned, and Shamar Moore knows light skin. And normally the joke is not even funny no more, but the dude is really a comedian. I don't know his name, but he's like light skin. So what are we gonna do now? But if you watch that movie, it's deep because people getting set up, friends are playing friends, and that stuff gotta stop. We gotta get back to, hey, look, I'm not gonna be jealous because you're successful. I'm gonna support you. But guess what? Now that I help you, are you gonna help me? Or is it just a one-way street? The Mexicans, the Jews, a Jewish guy, and I think I said this before to the brothers, a Jewish guy was asked, why do Jewish people stick together so much? And I'm not advocating what they're doing right now, of course, in Israel, even though some Jews are standing against that. But a Jewish person has to help another Jewish person.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It's in their culture. Yep.
But tell a black person, I don't owe him nothing. I don't owe her nothing. Why am I gonna help her? Negro, you wouldn't be in the position if we don't have civil rights.
Yeah. Right. You know what's wild, Muhammad, that you said that we just got done. I don't know if you were here the whole time, but they were just watching a clip about this black, she was a VA cop. Was she a VA cop or sheriff?
Yeah, A
and
VA
was
cop of all things.
like
Atlanta. She was
refusing
from
to.
Atlanta.
Okay.
Atlanta.
And she was like refusing to hire any black females because they have terrible attitudes. And like she was saying, like the only person who can have attitude here is me. And I think like that kind of is a testament to literally what you're saying. Like other communities are taught and built to build each other up. But our community, and I think I definitely think it ties back into Willie Lynch and slavery and like that idea of we have to go, compete with each other to see who's going to be the best slave so master could take care of. And that mentality, just how
Ooh, that's
Hakeem
my
was saying,
topic, y'all. That's my
yeah,
topic.
just how like Hakeem was saying, like that's
Internalized patriarchy, internalized misogyny, all
mm-hmm.
internalized racism. Y'all, we need to unpack all of those things so
Yep.
that we can come together.
Yep.
It run
Because
deep.
those like, and that's like doing the work, like you said, Muhammad, like doing the work so that we can heal. Because if we don't, like, it's gonna be the endless cycle. Like, and that's trash to me. Like for that woman to be so candid and just so she felt so privileged and convicted to be like, I ain't hiring no black woman. I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm like, well, who got to deal with you, ma'am? Who
Okay.
had to deal with you, ma'am?
So Miss Stephanie, to your point, I just need you to bear with me for a minute. So now, there's a lot of Spanish people. They don't really go out of their way to hire us. Okay?
Oh, I agree.
No.
And I don't know if they can talk English or not, but they're not going to say we ain't hiring you. They ain't going to tell it to you. So I'm not saying that woman was right, but at least she was she was bold enough for whatever reason to think that she could just say that publicly.
She was bold.
Now, ideally, I mean, I love people from the islands. I'm not from the islands. Even since I was little, my father like, man, why are you always hanging around them island people? I said, I want to be like them because they make do with whatever they have. I'm not saying black folks didn't do that back in the day in this country, but to this day, people from the islands, a woman told me in Jamaica, they grow their own food in the backyard.
Well, I would love to do that.
I mean, that's like mind-boggling to me. Okay. They told me they even, this sounds gross, that they even use the waste to fertilize the food.
Compost.
Yep. Okay, that's
That is
beyond,
fact. Yep.
that's
That is
beyond
fact.
my city boy realm of thought. Okay, but West Indian people.
Sophia has a garden.
Wow. So
Yeah.
to me,
get back to it, y'all. Get back to your roots.
and she was in New York telling me this, but there ain't no backyard except for concrete in New York. But she telling me how it was in Jamaica and the islands, and we got the South, and we sleeping on the South. That doesn't mean we just give up the North. We went up North one time and gave up the South. Now we coming down South. We got to keep both, and the islands and Africa is all our culture. Okay, let's integrate with ourselves. Then we can worry about integrating with other people. Because a Jamaican, you eat that jerk chicken, you could be white, black. I see Mexican people going to Jamaican restaurant.
That is a fact. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So when you're empowered, matter of fact, I was in Detroit one time, and I used to work in this crazy school. Kids would fight the adults every day after school, not to mention in school. And I used to get Jamaican food across the street. And I was so tired after work. And I went to a Jamaican restaurant, and this black woman, she came out the back. You knew it was her store. And she came out, in my eyes, she was like, I'm not making this up. To me, she was like a queen, the way she walked with so much dignity, and poise. Like, this is my shop. Are you okay? Do you need anything? Her attitude was like total dignity. And she was a jet black woman, beautiful, and just told so much grace. I was like, man, why can't we be like that? I just came with these baby kids and baby parents.
We don't know. They don't know no better.
I know,
They
but
lost the root.
But if someone like Prince Hakeem don't step to him, like, yo, we got to do X, Y, and Z. Now, if we have more numbers than the ignorant people, we can win.
You know what? It's funny, Muhammad. I don't know, Hakeem, if y'all, Hakeem, Ron, and Jordan, if y'all seen that post I sent y'all about this girl. She posted something pretty much like saying like ghetto people are left back when like it's like, are you allowed to be ghetto and be a part of the movement to elevate black culture? Like oftentimes like folks who are deemed ghetto, like the girl with the purple or the yellow or the orange hair, is often like left back or not considered when we're talking about the evolution of the black movement, or like the higher way that you get.
They really asked that question, like, what?
Yeah, it was a black girl, but I could be framing it completely wrong, but I thought it was like a really good question, because it's like damn, do we leave them behind? because they don't know. Like, are they left behind? I don't know. Our culture is so complex. There's so many fucking layers to us.
You said the key word,
Yes.
layers. Just like an onion, you got to be careful when you slice the onion or put it in the refrigerator first. And dealing with our people, you have to be cautious. Not just, I've been too bold to my own son and family members like, yo, man, you need to chill out. And they're right. I got to take the advice. Hakeem, as y'all call him, he tell me I got to chill out. So I got to listen. Okay, if you ladies are telling me to chill out and my own mother's telling me to chill out, I think I need to listen. But I am a man, and I was made to play football, basketball, baseball, and deal with a dude if he stepped to me the wrong way. Okay, I can't be made to be a man my whole life and tell me just be a punk now. Okay, that ain't gonna work. So now here you have brothers in the street acting like the fool all the time. We have to find a way. Matter of fact, a program would be better, like after school programs, some sort of extracurricular activity to inject into the hood. But we can't worship the hood because the ghetto comes from the term of World War II in the concentration camp. You're proud. You should be proud that you made it through the concentration camp, through the projects. But some people, it's like you worship the projects. You're making Trump rich. Trump's father built the projects. Okay. I love government cheese too. Okay. It's great. Some of the best
I don't
cheese.
judge a book by its cover because you know how you have your bikers with the tattoos all over them and everything. Some people say, do we mess with those folks? When it comes to our quote unquote ghetto people, it's just the same. It's the same thing as all of us on this panel being diverse. And they might have on the makeup, they might have the nails, they might have the sagging pants, but they have the same spirit. They have the same energy that we have, and they feel like moving this thing forward. So I just don't judge the book by the cover. I wait until they say what they got to say, because I have been in the middle of the ghetto and sit down with some folks, and they blow my mind at how deep they are, what they're, where they're coming from. And I've been in some redneck bars with some people and made great friends, and we have deep conversations. And I'm like, with the way this world is going right now, I'm riding hood to hood to hood, and I'm just taking the real folks, and I'm like, let's do this. I don't care what you look like. I mean, I'm for real. I don't care what you look like. You could be pierced from here to there. You can have tattoos everywhere. You can have orange hair over here. You can have long nails. But chick, if you in the spirit, if you ready to grow some stuff, if you ready to get that thing when we gotta get that thing, then you my people.
Yeah.
That being said, folks, it's about that time. It's about that time. It is about that time. Thank you guys so much for being on the panel. Mr. Muhammad, the lovely Stephanie, the lovely Sophia Grace is all.
Look,
Thank you guys for being here.
You tell Six I'll get him up my neck next time.
He said he loved you.
He said he
I
loves
love
you.
him too, but he gonna apologize about my neck.
He was just playing.
Ashton finally going live. Ashton said at the party at Ashton Channel. Finally, Ashton. He hasn't been going live.
Right.
Oh.
Y'all have a good night.
All right.
Love you, Sophia. Love you, Stephanie. Love you, Mr. Muhammad, man. Thank you guys so much for always coming in, going to the panel. Ashton says, Wild and Out Wednesday, guys. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to Ashton Wynn channel at the party. KI Culture Radio at the party. KI Culture Radio at the party. KI Culture Radio at the party right over there. I can't normally be over there in the building. I can't why you always there. You always over there. But guys, make sure on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. You have not done so. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like you can see, you never know what you might get on one of these panels because as always, we have lovely people come on the panel like Sophia, Stephanie, Mr. Muhammad, other people, Genesis, all you got Ashton, all you great guys, Mimi sometimes, all you great guys that come on the show to support us. We really do greatly appreciate it. Like always, special shout out to Genesis at the dark. She's back in the building, Hakeem. She is back in the building. The lovely Natasha Vincent, the mother, was in the building. Kendall was not here today, but I know Kendall gonna watch the playback. Shout out to the mom, father, Kendall. Shout out to Ashton Williams, the big blur, big shiesty is also in the building. Guys, make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to the channel. Look out, help him out, support the brother. Shout out to Top Cat was also in the building. The one, Cycle One was also in the building. Shout out to you, lovely. Shout out to Realistic Vibe. Great to see you. Been a long time. Been a long time. Shout out to Goddess Forever, who also in the building. Keisha. Nelson Hakeem was in the building.
Yeah.
Six was also here. No Chaser. Y High was also in the building. Also, I always gotta say his name, even though he's not in the Killer Swag. He be watching the show, so I always say he be in the cloud. Shout out to you guys. I be in the cloud watching, man. We really do greatly appreciate it because they hit me up in the DM like, Running. I be watching you guys, so we really do greatly appreciate it. Not only that, but also shout out to those that are also watching our content because we chop them out on TikTok. We really do. We starting to get followers over there on TikTok. Hakeem, we doing big things, guys. We doing big things, man. The TikTok is about to blow. You get what I'm saying? We doing good things over there, man. And we got some haters already on TikTok, Hakeem.
We already got some haters. Thank you, Top Cat.
Shout out to D. D was also in the building. Nightish was also in the building. Just hit me out. Even though he's not in the chat, he said he do go and watch the show. He be in the cloud because he be at work. Now we got shout out to the lovely Bobby Bryan and the lovely Sherry Bryan, who also was in the building today. And now that thank you guys so much for watching the playback. We really do greatly appreciate it. It helps us out with our watch hours, comment, all those other things. We really do greatly appreciate it. Not only that, guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the community tab, there's the KL Culture Radio t-shirt where I have on the KL Culture Radio hat. As you can see, the KL Culture Radio coffee mug, I do not have it on me. The coffee mug, and also Prince Hakeem book, Black Love. Oh, there it is.
Thank you,
with the
Jimmy.
Black Love. Don't forget to get the copy. The other book, Hakeem book, is pretty much taken off, but Hakeem is working on it to put it right back in there.
Yeah, I am.
His second book, so that one's temporary is out, so we can't use that. But we doing a good thing. And now that shout out to those that watch us on Instagram, Twitch. Man, on Kick, man, guys, make sure y'all follow us because I know they said, how can you say after we done with the live, the videos just automatically disappear. So I just want to make sure you guys come over there and follow us. Follow us. Hakeem, play your song. Which one?
Which one? Oh, which one you want to? Which one you want me to play?
The new one?
The Love Jones.
I think the Love Jones.
Yeah, they'll like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Love Jones. And then we'll be out of here.
Man, it's a very touchy subject for me with music. I love music. Ronnie always show me love. He's like my unofficial A&R. He's my A&R. You know what I'm saying? He's been all our A&R. Love Jones. I dedicate this to you. You know who you are. I dedicate this to you, Sophia. Genesis After Dark. Sherry Bryan, Keisha Nelson. I met her from way back, she was cute with them backpacks. Bamboo earrings, I told her ass back. She don't mess with thugs, she told me that shit back. Excuse me? No, I'm a boss, that's real rap. I can give you what he needs, she told me to fall back. She want the 90 love she felt from way back. Her mama told her get her a man who makes stats. Forget them other lanes, Hakeem is where it's at. Bring that old school feeling like Marvin and Jay Black. Coffee shop love, I love my girl black. Hood with attitude, she quick to throw it back. She ain't scared to fight, she swing when they attack. Sundress up in the summer, look like a snack. My homeboy told me, damn, she got back. Flashback, I've been in love since jumping jacks. Flashback, I've been in love since jumping jacks. Cause it's the Love Jones things in the 90s. Scenes, poetic love, if you know what I mean. Grooving on the feelings, so serene. We just all kings and queens.
Cause it's the Love Jones thing in the 90s scene. Poetic love, if you know what I mean. Yeah, grooving on the feelings, so serene. We just all kings and queens. I'm living single, but my life ain't a sitcom. I want that love like a 90s R&B song. Love is stronger than pride, that's what I be on. And I cherish the day, I got a reason. and you gotta bump this in, you need some. As I walk on by just like Dion, but I'm Whitley, looking for my Dwayne Wayne. It's a different world, but it all look the same. So Riri, I got love on the brain, and I'm trying to find my ASAP Rocky Main. But until then, focus on the children, cause we trying to build wealth and buy buildings with high ceilings, feeling like a million, just chilling, loving and healing. No heroes, no villains, so nostalgic, that's what it's giving.
Cause it's a Love Jones things in the 90s scene, poetic love if you know what I mean. Grooving on the feeling, so serene, we just all kings and queens. Cause it's a Love Jones things in the 90s scene, poetic love if you know what I mean. Grooving on the feeling, so serene, we just all kings and queens.
We just all kings and queens. We just all kings, just all. We just all kings and queens. We just all so serene, so serene. We just all, we just all, so serene. We just all, yeah. We just all, yeah. We just all, yeah. We just all,
so serene, so serene.
And like always, thank you guys for tuning in.